Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to another episode of Only Pod Can Judge Me. I'm your host, D. King. I got my man to the left.
R to the K, a.k.a. Illogic, a.k.a. Illogic 100. Holla at me.
And my man's to the right.
It's your boy Wayne D253, Wayne D the Barber. Excited to be here.
Hey, man, I'm excited to be here. Another opportunity. We just celebrated Father's Day, which is a national holiday that celebrated all of us. We kind of talked about it in the last episode. I hope everybody's Father's Day went swell.
Yes, sir.
You guys kind of share to give a little insight, Wayne B.
Yes, sir. Before we get started here, man, y'all like, subscribe, share, man. Smash the like button. Let us know how y'all think about it. Leave us a comment. We appreciate y'all's feedback. But, man, before we get started, man, I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Like we said in our last segment, Father's Day is an opportunity for us to be appreciated, but us as black fathers and I have seen you guys in action with your children, so I know it's just not just a one-time celebration for you guys, even though we nationally celebrate it one time a year. But like I say, I salute you guys, and man, to the fullest. I see you guys taking care of your business and doing what you do, diligence, what you should do daily. So for me, it was just a day for me it was just another day to me. I'm not gonna say another day. It was a day to be celebrated because I did have a few good conversations with the little guys. They're becoming of age where they kind of understand, and dad's tough on them and the things that dad's trying to teach them how to become or what to become or how to become. And so that's what my Father's Day was we were just having just them tough conversations with the little guys. Like, look, life is gonna hit you and it's gonna come fast. So be ready. And so that's what it was with me.
So that you enjoy yourself.
Oh man, look, hey, I was eating. I had a few eateries. Look, I made a few restaurant stops.
Okay.
Went and seen a few movies. We'll talk about that in a few segments. But seeing a few movies and then
multiple.
Oh yeah, it was active. Went to the mall. Look, got me a bag. Look,
okay,
man, I was out. I was active.
You was outside.
Look, I was outside. Didn't get home till about 10 o'clock, but we was moving and grooving.
That's dope, bro.
You say you got yourself a bag. What do you mean though?
A man bag, a purse, a fanny pack, or whatever y'all want to call him nowadays. I don't know what the youngsters is calling him, but look, I went and got me a bag. Look.
Okay.
I got me a bag.
I had to ask, man.
I just not just cool with the wallet. You gotta
expound. Listen, I had to go get it. Everything don't fit in that. Look,
I ain't mad at you.
Look, especially my baby. Hey. Look,
there you go.
There you go. Give me my purse.
I'm not mad at you, bro. RK, how was yours, bro?
Oh man, mine was good, man. It was a good time, man. I got the sense of chill, man. We spent a lot of time hanging out too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for the most part, man, it was just relaxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially Father's Day itself. I got a chance to go down to the LeMay Family Museum.
The one in Tacoma?
The one in Tacoma, yeah.
Yeah, with the cars?
No. I've been there before, but this is their family spot.
Oh.
This is in Parkland.
Okay.
A little out the way, you know what I'm saying? But they got like over 200 cars off in there, man. Yeah. Like 3 tiers of cars, man. They got everything in there from the Mercedes Benz that was inside the Raiders of the Ark movie, and they got some pieces over there. The original one, the one. And come to find out, it's really a Jaguar with the Mercedes Benz skin on the outside. So
the
but
Jaguar,
because they needed it to go 150 miles an hour.
Right,
so, you know what I mean. But besides that, it was cool though. I didn't get a chance to go to the movies like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But we got a chance to hang out with the family, spend time together, all 4 of us, and we just chilled. Later on the evening, y'all.
Did you know who LeMay is?
All I know is he owns a garbage company.
Okay, well, as long as you know that's the only thing I know about him because they could come and get my garbage from me. So I'm like, man, I didn't know the LeMay company was. But I guess he has bread. So
they said it started out because he was just hauling his neighbor's trash for him. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually, he started getting some bread. Then he opened a little towing company. Trucks. Yeah, and then he started transporting people to the airport. So they got some history there, and they have a lot of property, man. And
it was in the museum that you seen that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At the family museum.
That's what's up. I didn't know. I just knew it off just because I was from Tacoma, so I didn't know.
Crazy baby steps. He started off hauling his neighbor's trash, and then it just turned into a conglomerate.
Snowball, man. And that guy's he pretty much Tacoma. LeMay trash, you know what I mean? I guess he got bought out, but he got bought out for a pretty penny, man.
Yeah. I don't know, because I think LeMay's still on the side of them trucks, though.
Yeah, it's still the same company, but he got the bread.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
business side of things.
Yes.
Man. That's
what
dope,
about you,
man.
DK?
Man,
How about saying DK? What about you?
really, honestly, man, we got a chance to chill. We got a chance to relax. Woke up later than expected. My mother-in-law actually decided to cook some like breakfast / lunch because the time frame that we got up. We was all in one room. The wife made post and asked the kids with the pictures and the different things like that, because I think sometimes the pictures can say 1,000 words.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And get a chance to kind of look back and see the development of all the children. Is just kind of amazing in the fact of how old they are now. You know what I'm saying? And a teenager, a preteen, and a 7-year-old going on teenager. You know what I'm saying? So get a chance to see that with not really forgetting of when they were born, but it kind of brings you back to a place that like how it was. I was extremely vulnerable. You know what I'm saying, with having my kids and so delicate and almost afraid to hold them. You know what I'm saying, that type of thing. But it just brought back memories. We actually, honestly, we were gonna go to the movies. We were gonna go out. And we ended up honestly just chilling at the house,
What's up?
which was a smooth day, no complaints. My sister came over. We watched. Man, we started off at the house parties at your house.
Yeah.
Then we ended up watching House Party 3.
You guys were on,
right.
We were on a binge, man, with the house party.
And then my mother-in-law, she's so locked in. She did House Party 4, which was the most terriblest house party that had nothing to do with Kid and Play. Marcus Houston.
Immature days.
That was awful. I'm glad I never watched it because that was not good.
Was that with the milkman and he entered the door and was like, "Where y'all at?" And the party was at?
No, that's 3.
That's 3. Okay,
that's
Chris.
That's Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
4 had nothing to do.
Oh, man.
Wait, Chris Tucker in 3?
He was in 3. House Party 3. He was Johnny Boo.
I gotta watch 3 again.
He was like, "Man, Kid Play here, man. I gotta deliver
the milkman.
Johnny
He
Williams."
said, when he was delivering the food, wasn't it? When he was delivering the food?
Is that the wait?
No,
You
that was
Bernie Mac?
that was easy.
Okay.
That's
That's
Johnny
Bernie
Boo.
Mac.
Man. Chris Tucker and AJ Johnson was both in that. So AJ Johnson was in part 1 where he said when he had the curl and he was at the party, but he was also in 3 when he had owned Ex-Con Catering Company. He was the caterer dude.
Yeah. He was like, "Man, I ain't delivering the food."
Right.
Ain't nobody eating.
Because his food, he said, "What's your problem?" So man. So it was blessed, man. I have zero complaints, man. But hey, today is the day that we are celebrating a national holiday that has been declared as of recently. It's called Juneteenth. What does it mean to you, RK?
Oh man, when you talk about Juneteenth, man, you're talking about just history, man. You know what I mean? I'm very much aware of the holiday itself. I was aware of it before it became a national holiday. Kind of surprised when it became a national holiday because it was just something that we did. It's in Sacramento we have at William Park we used to have this big time celebration there. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like something that was promoted like really citywide or something like that. It's just something you kind of knew about to a certain extent. You know what I mean? But everybody came out.
Right.
Yeah.
But the holiday itself, I'm appreciative of the holiday. I wish I could get it off of work. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Man, some people aren't getting it off. Though.
Some people are getting it off. You know what I mean? And it's kind of cool to have it right after Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? You have Father's Day.
Well, it happens.
Right.
It's just how it happens.
It's best of both.
You got 4 days.
Right.
You got 4 days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the history of it, man, is really significant, man, because people don't realize that it is the marking of the end of slavery for basically all African Americans. You know what I'm saying? At that point, even though we still got our brothers in prison, brothers and sisters in prison, we are still under them conditions. You know what I mean? 13th Amendment and all that, but it's still an important holiday, and I think we should celebrate it. And I got up this morning feeling like I needed some red velvet cake. You know what I'm saying?
That boy said, like, I felt important. I felt important.
Did you have a little glass of milk with it too?
I felt important.
But I could the bakery I wanted to go do. It
was locked. They was shut down.
It was closed.
They was closed today. You know what, man? I promise you, I'm in the same boat because I was about to order some cakes too in the bakery that I was going to. They was closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. DK, what about you? How you feel about Juneteenth?
Honestly, man, it's the rich history and everything that we were taught, but then also I have a lot of people in my family growing up that went through it. Yeah. So my grandmother from Mississippi, my grandfather from Louisiana, that their family came from picking cotton and didn't have choices. Yeah. So growing up and learning, and as a kid, you don't really understand. You know what I'm saying? But as an adult, it should have been a national holiday a long time ago.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not speaking against anybody else's race, but I can speak for the race that I am, that it was poverty stricken and we were held against our will for way too long. So I'm happy that they've made that a national holiday and it's recognized that it was abolished. And like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, man, we gotta expound on that even more and help educate our children in the fact of what has happened in our history of who we are in existence.
Agree.
And it still needs to go further than this. The holiday is cool, but we still need more.
Yes, absolutely.
Agree.
Absolutely.
I'm on the same boat as RK. It's like I knew of it because, like I said, the neighborhood that I grew up in, they used to throw block parties where they brought the cones out and blocked off the street, and then we used to have like a little, somewhat of like a barbecue or a community barbecue. So I knew of it, but I didn't really know the meaning of it because all you guys know that my birthday is on July 4th.
Right.
So I thought July 4th we celebrate Independence Day, and so I really thought that was really our end of slavery. So I'm like, man, I thought when we was independent, that's when all this is kicked off. But to now know really what Juneteenth meant and really when Juneteenth was, like I said, for me, it was an eye opening for me. So it don't kind of put a little dampering on, because I was always thinking like, man, I was born on 4th of July. Look, that's when we got our independence. Look, I'm like, so I'm really. I was really boasting up July 4th, but for me, real talk, like Juneteenth is like really like the solid, very very solid holiday, and for me, it's so, like you say, it's huge, and for me, not only like we were just speaking of to let our kids know, now our kids is living, because we didn't grow up with it being a holiday, but now our kids that are in school are actually growing up because they have today off too. A lot of kids go to school until about like the 23rd, or I think that's in Tacoma. A lot of schools are out like the 23rd or the 26th. So they're actually getting a holiday in the school that they know of, that they'll live their whole lives and know. And now, and all of a sudden, we know it at 30. Yeah. They're actually growing up in it and really knowing the rich history of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope that they're able to do that now.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like I said, when I got home from work, because I had to work today too, and obviously in sales, it don't stop even if it's Christmas.
Come on, man.
New Year's, I mean, it is.
I got Juneteenth back.
Right.
I was in the office today.
Right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the kids, they make sure they understand. And I have a mother-in-law that's very rich in history of talking about it. The same thing with my father-in-law.
Yeah.
And the fact of, and they instilled that in my wife. And so it's good for them to know exactly what it is, and they're actually asking questions and expressing concern. So I take it very seriously, that because knowledge is power, and if you don't know your history, man,
you don't know where
what
you're going.
are we talking about?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just extremely right. It's extremely
if you don't know your
important.
past, you can't move forward. You don't know what direction you're going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And all of those riddles play a huge part because
come on, look, you're right. They are riddles.
Right, it's in the circle of life
seriously,
and that we live. Right,
real talk. You're crazy to make mention of that, because they are little riddles. But you put them little riddles together, you move it.
Absolutely,
you move it, grooving.
Because just to go back to that, what I was saying about the 13th Amendment, you know what I mean, and not understanding that we were granted freedom, but the caveat was, if you get incarcerated, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to go back to those conditions. You're going back to slavery. You're gonna work for free for somebody else, and people don't even realize that's what happened at that time. You know what I mean? I mean, Juneteenth was the word. Even the situation that made Juneteenth occur, where the word finally got to Texas years after slavery had been abolished, they didn't even know they were still being enslaved. So when they finally got the word, I don't really recall if it was 3 or 4 years later. You know what I'm saying?
It was 3 or 4 years later. It was.
Yeah, after it's been abolished. I mean, that just goes to show you that the system has been ongoing, and now at this time the system has changed, transformed into something else. It doesn't have the same name or isn't functioning the same way, but it's still there.
Right.
But at the same time, to see that the majority of us are free and we're moving in a positive direction, I'll take that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I do like now that we are being woken to it. Us as African Americans are being woken up to it, because I'm seeing posts from people in whole nother states on my timeline posting about it. Because before, like I said, you wasn't really hearing too much about it.
That's right.
Now we are really stepping out. Like I said, it would be a barbecue, but it would be like a block party. It wasn't something, well, we didn't have social media back then anyway, but it's something that we would just have a block party for. It wasn't like a neighborhood thing. It wasn't like a worldwide thing or like a nationally recognized thing, but I think individuals now are nationally recognizing it, and that's what's up.
And
that's the big
It's
part
all
of
over the globe. If you look at the timeline, even especially here in Seattle, you got people that had concerts today in the park, and it's like it was all united together in unity.
Yeah.
And it was peace.
Good.
And it was love. And that's what we need more of.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, you gotta stick together, man. I think you can always do there's a saying that we're better together.
Yeah.
And we gotta realize that though.
Yeah.
Us as a people. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
And continue to build each other up and support each other and move
As a
forward
community.
together. And
Agree.
it's a
As a
huge
community.
deal. Juneteenth,
Dope.
man.
Dope.
Salute.
Yes,
Salute
sir.
for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, next topic, gentlemen. I'm a movie buff. You're a movie buff. You're a movie buff.
Man.
Yes, sir.
I've never saw this many major movies come out in a span of like a month or two. Normally they used to spread them out where this movie's here for this month,
Right.
and you might have to
Give you
wait
a
for
minute.
another
Right.
month
3
and
months,
a half,
2 months, look.
to wait for
At
the
least if I
next
get
one.
4 of them out there quarterly.
Right. What is going on? Is the
Yeah.
movie theaters not making money?
Or they trying to get it all back from us at once.
Or
Or the movie theaters back,
give me
like,
your
man.
perspective. Give me your
Stock-
perspective.
Hey, right now, if you buy AMC stocks or whatever they are, you might want to buy into them jokers because you ain't lying. Them movie theaters was being popping or hopping or whatever they call it, jumping. I don't know what word y'all use nowadays, but they knocking though. Like I said, we was just at the movie theater for Father's Day. We went and seen Transformers.
Yeah.
Sold out. Like we had to get them babies like 3 days before, because if we didn't get them, we was gonna be sitting in the front row with their heads knocked.
And
Big.
that's
I'm
why I
like,
didn't go.
That's
Bruh,
exactly
but
why
it was-
we didn't go.
Exactly. Man.
Every show was packed.
And it was packed. It was like no comfortable seats left.
Except
Right.
for the handicap seats, and you can't even get
Yeah.
those because you don't know who's gonna pull up in that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So yeah, you ain't lying about it, but there has been some knockers. I think I might have seen all of them. The only one I haven't seen yet is Flash, and I think we're gonna go take a look at that. But I think I seen the Spider-Man, the Mermaid, the Transformer. Oh man, I'm trying to think. What else? The John Wick. I seen.
You saw all those already?
I saw all of them already. All of them.
Hey.
Only one I ain't seen is the Spider-Man. I
You
did
saw
say
the
Spider-Man.
Avatar too?
I seen the Avatar. Man, I done seen.
What's the best one you think you saw so far?
So they're all. The crazy thing is we just made mention about this at the shop. Is they're all in their different lanes. I seen Fast 10. Fast 10 was
Man, I was
Fast 10 was
man, I ain't
knocking.
saw that.
Like,
I ain't saw nothing.
I ain't
Man.
seen the fast since like the 6th or 7th one.
Man.
You missing out on
But,
them.
yeah,
They're
them
good.
Shaw and all
They're
them.
good. They're good.
They are. So for me, like they're all in their different ballparks. For me, I would really say, if I had to say one, I really did like that Fast 10. That Fast 10 was really, really solid. If they were able to capture like 6 of the 10 movies in one movie, and it was no dull moment. So I say
believe
like
that.
Transformer. This is my opinion. I mean, y'all have y'all's own opinion, but to me, Transformer was solid. They captured all 3 of them in one. But it was a little slow because they had to reintroduce another character, another person, and
And it
then
was a 2-hour movie, too.
Yeah.
2
Oh
hours
no,
and
it
7
was.
minutes.
Man, but it featured my favorite ones, the construction Transformers and the dinosaur Transformers. Those are the ones I've always
I
remember
mean,
as a
y'all ain't
kid.
seen them, so I can't spoil the joint. If y'all ain't seen it, I can't spoil the joint.
No,
but
I don't want you to spoil it because I want to see it for
yeah,
sure.
it was solid. It was solid. It was real solid. But for me, I'm gonna have to say that I ain't seen. Like I said, I ain't seen that Flash yet. But I was really feeling that Fast 10.
It's like I'm looking at it all over the globe in the box offices, and
Packed.
I think we got a couple stats up here that we can kind of go by. RK, talk to us a little bit about the stats of what happened in the last couple of weeks on that.
Man, this is just from the past weekend.
Just the weekend only.
Just the past weekend,
Okay.
yeah. And
Okay.
it says the Flash, man, is number 1.
Man.
Was what, 55 million gross?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Crazy.
saying?
And hold on, what is the average movie ticket cost? Is it about
Oh
12,
my
12
God.
to 15?
No, don't disrespect them.
It's not 12 to 15?
No.
It's more.
More.
15,
I think we were like 15, 17
15,
Per person.
per person. And I think the
IMAX
kids,
is
and I think the
20.
kids was like 12 to 15. No, I
Okay.
think the kids was 14, and I think we were 1750. Yeah.
So they made 55 million in 1 week, and it's only been out
In a
one
weekend.
The Flash.
The Flash.
Man.
And all they're doing right now, honestly, if we're being honest, they're redoing movies like they
Agreed.
redo Jordans.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And all the movies that just recently came out
Right.
were just The Little Mermaid was out when I was a little kid.
Right.
And you hear Ariel and Ursula, oh, and they take the voice. But it's a whole, now you
Yeah.
have kids,
Yeah.
it is 25 to 30 years later, and they remake it, and we act like we've never saw it.
Exactly.
And we got to get
new to them.
right, because
But we be locked into it too, though.
Right, right.
I'm like, I was kind of lightweight locked into the Little Mermaid too.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like the live action ones, man.
The live action one to me is they're like some of them are hit and miss, but this one was solid. Like
was
the
good.
Aladdin one with Will Smith in it
Aladdin was good.
But
It was
but
good.
Little Mermaid one was kind of like I was kind of feeling the same thing.
The Lion
like,
King, I was like,
Lion King was
Yeah,
nah.
yeah.
Nothing can touch the original.
Yeah.
But
That wasn't.
because you haven't, just like, I'll give an example. The Coming to America 2, that
Oh
was,
my God.
they could have left that.
They disrespected
in
that.
the whole
Don't ever
thing.
disrespect.
They microwaved that, man.
Right,
Hey,
right.
TV
Bro, I thought I was
And-
spooked.
and
I thought I was
and
being pumped. Like,
because-
bro, where the cameras at, bro? I'm like,
because honestly, one was arguably one of the best movies of all time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to come out with 225,
Yeah,
and then
that was
who
dumb.
Hakeem had the baby by, that
Oh
was
my
just
God.
so random.
Yeah.
That
It
was.
that was crazy. That was a crazy
I mean, they were trying to
deal,
bring it
man.
ratchet, bring it a little. I'm like, but still, bro, that was too much. But, yeah,
But do you know what you're going to get with the Fast and Furious is going to be pure action. But one thing, the reason why I want to see it is because it looks like everybody from all the movies are in one.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So you got the
Rock
Jason,
in it?
you
Yeah,
got
The Rock's
the
in
Rock,
it.
Jason
Really?
Stamos,
He's back in it?
The Rock is-
Jason Stamos.
Yep, The Rock was in it.
The
The Rock was in
the
it.
other
Yep.
dude, the new villain, the what's his name?
Idris Elba in it?
Nope, nope.
Who's the new one?
The Aquaman dude.
The Aquaman guy. What's
Jason Momoa.
Jason
Yeah.
Momoa. He's in it.
Yeah.
I think John Cena, is he in it?
John Cena. He had just a little bit.
He was in there
a little
though.
bit. John Cena was
so
in
that's
there.
what I'm saying.
John Cena was in there.
And then Dom Toretto. He's the
Dom
the
was back in
ultimate
there.
villain. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He became good guy.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say,
You
he
see
was
what
the
I'm
good one.
saying?
He was in
Right.
there.
So that's what I'm saying.
Dom was
but
in there.
people, the anticipation of seeing it because that cast,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're gonna spend the $100 at the movie theater.
Yeah.
You're gonna spend it.
Yeah.
But if when I went to see Spider-Man, what was it
No,
called? Across the Spider-Verse?
yeah.
When I went to go see that, man, I went to a movie theater. When I was down there in Southern California.
You take your son?
Yeah,
Okay.
I took him for his birthday.
Okay.
So the
Yeah.
whole family, we all went out. You know what I mean? Took the little ones down there to go check it out, and it was cool. But the experience was dope because it was now this is for me. I know you guys don't partake, but they had a full bar inside.
tasty beverages.
Yes.
So you was feeling a different way.
But I didn't, we took the kids, so we really,
Okay.
we matinated, so we didn't go like that. But just to know that they have we
think
like
they
the
got one in
recliner
Seattle.
seats and all that. But they have the full bar, the full experience, man. It was a real lounge, real nice theater, man. I was like, man, we need something like that up here.
Well, they got one of those
got
in-
one in Redmond.
Is that what?
Yeah,
believe
there
we
is.
do.
There's
I
one in
believe we
Redmond,
do.
and there's one in Gay Carbon.
Is that?
Those are so far to go.
Yeah,
though. Like
the one in-
yeah. Man, Redmond. I don't think they've been to
I'm not
Redmond
driving
watching.
way out there.
Right,
Yeah,
like
Gay Harbor.
twice in my
DUI
life.
coming on.
Gay Carbon has one right across from the bridge.
See, that's still kind of considered as far to me too.
That
I
is far.
don't.
Coming from out here, that's far,
That's
but-
that. But
For
like,
you, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
Right.
for me that's 7 minutes. I
Right.
just go over the bridge.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they do have one. I think it's like the Cinebar or something like that,
Yeah.
that they call it, and they got it's like the chairs are not only reclining, but like
They got
3
like a
people
little-
can fit in
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah,
It's
so it's a real lounge,
right,
like
it's
a love seat or
right,
something.
like it's really big. So, but I'm
soulful.
just looking at these movies and they keep coming. Like it seems like every weekend or every 2 weekends the new one, and they're hitters.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
just random. Oh man, I don't want to see that. Everybody wants to see all of these movies that are happening right
Yeah.
now.
And there's like 3 more when you in the critic
Oh, the
or
previews.
the previews.
Oh,
There's
they're
like 3
coming.
more
They're
still.
coming.
The race car one with the black dude with the I think he's like the gamer. And then he turns into, instead of gaming with the race cars, he actually about to become a real race car driver. It's a true story. It's based on a true story.
Really?
Yeah, I
you
guess
don't remember what it's called?
Man, like GT. But he was a race car gamer, and he played the game. And they were like, "Oh man, we could drive real race cars because we know how to game."
Yeah.
You know, you got the little stick and all that. So they're like, "Cool, we'll get behind the car." But the car goes so fast that it causes you not to be breathing because it's going so.
Yeah.
You're thinking like, bro, just because I know
I
how to
don't
operate.
want no parts of that, man.
Right, because I know how to operate one, I can. But nah, dude actually it's a real story.
I
The
believe
dude
it.
was actually like, I guess on like Indy 500 or driving one of them cars, but he was a gamer.
You see, there's a movie I want to see is that Oppenheimer.
Which one is that?
About the bomb.
About the bomb?
Yeah.
About the atomic bomb.
About
That
the
looked like a good.
yeah,
Like I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
that does look
like
good.
a good one
Exactly.
too.
Man, there's so much stuff that I want to, and I just have not had time. But as time slows down a little bit and the kids are out of school, and there's less practices, then you can sneak to that Wednesday for that $5 again,
Tuesday.
man. Or is it Tuesday?
I think it's Tuesday.
It's
I think it's
Tuesday.
$5.
The $5 is it.
Yeah,
That's a plug.
right.
The $5 is
and I don't
it.
even know if they have $5. I think it's like $7.
Hey, I'll take the 7.
Right, but I'm still like that's still expensive. That was a regular ticket back in our day, bro.
Right, but
popcorn.
Them days is over with.
Them days are gone.
Them days is over with.
You look at these standings, man. Super Mario Brothers brought in $572 million, man.
Super Mario,
That's
it was a good one.
This Nintendo from us.
It was a good one.
Exactly. And my son is asking. He's only 6 years old, man. He's asking about Super Mario Brothers like he knows what's up, and he don't really know. Like he didn't do the
the Donkey Kong.
I got something for you guys. Literally, a couple anniversaries ago, my wife bought me a Super Nintendo and a mini Nintendo, and I hooked it up to the TV now. Yeah. We just did it the other day because she was talking head, and I'm like, "You're weak at Super Mario Brothers," and we were actually playing the game, and Roy and Sire were looking like
mesmerized.
Like what? They didn't even want to touch the sticks.
What?
They didn't. They was like, "This what is this?" And my sister was over there. And she played, but we were playing Super. You get the star, and you got to run real fast. Then get
those tricks where you got to
to get the extra man. I just like the fireball. You get the fireball when you can throw the fireball at him, man. When you get the flower, man. That's what I'm saying. That was it. And now it's just resurfaces, just like everything with Styles. Right. It's like the resurfaces. And think about how much money you say that grossed, and people are watching it like it's never came out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that whoever this is mastermind is it's the media world and the movie.
When you look at all these totals, like man, there's so many of them in the 100 millions, like and only been on a few, like man,
Little Mermaid,
Guardians of the Galaxy, man.
7 weeks it did 344, but Mario's at 11 weeks and did 572 million.
Wow, that is unbelievable. So we're looking at that total gross. Look at the Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. What 279 million?
Weeks.
But they got issues with this across the Spider-Verse, man. And, in the Middle East, they're pulling it out of theaters. And look, it says it dropped 51%.
Why is that?
Because they got that trans flag in there.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So they said in the Middle East, they're pulling that down. And, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to lose some money support globally. Maybe in the States it might do well, and but globally it's going to hurt.
Right. So if you think about it all over the country, and you got, I'm not even talking about.
Look, it's down 459 theaters.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Those stats is like you even look at the Fast X's. It as long as it's been out, now it's on demand. You can rent it. You can rent it literally for $20 now. Man. And I was thinking about before we think that's a lot of money. I'm like, that's saving me some money from going to the theater. I have my own popcorn. I got my own drinks, and you just paid a hard $20.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I was closer doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
If I would have known when we went to the theater that it was in there, I would have went that route.
Yeah, we were gonna end up watching it, but then we got caught up watching the house parties, man. I was gonna order it so we could all watch it, but it'll be sometime this week for sure. But the movies is, man. Let me ask you something, because you guys are stock guys. Yeah. Does it make sense to put some stock in movie theaters?
Man, listen, I think I think it was you late to it. Because once it's booming like this, you're late to the party. Like you're gonna get a little bit of here and there. Right. But if you would have invested in it before, then you would have been goated. But like now you're too late. Yeah. When people start running from them because they're taking their profits. Then they're almost like they're dumping on your head.
So it's almost like you had to touch bases when COVID, when nobody couldn't go to the movies.
Right. You had to invest in them when they were at their lows.
Right. But that's the thing, though, right? You think about it like that. It's like, man. You might be late, but at the same time, I think during COVID, the bets was that streaming was the new thing, and everything else was off the table. Right. We're not going back to movie theaters.
Came back,
and they're coming back strong.
Yeah. Came back with a vengeance. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you both. If you can go to any one of those movies that's up there on that list, we have The Little Mermaid, The Spider-Man X, The Fast X, When Is Enough Enough, The Flash, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Give me your top 3, just based off of opinion, just based off the name.
You seen them all? What?
Man, I really have seen every last one of them. But other than when Is Enough Enough, I the only one I ain't seen. Oh yeah, and then Flash. But for me, top 3, I'm gonna have to say Fast X was 1. I'm not just gonna go nowhere. I'm just give you because I ain't gonna. Fast X was up there. Man, this Transformer was good. Transformer was up there.
Okay.
Man,
Say it, shaking her head. Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the Spider-Man.
So give me your 3.
So I'm gonna go Fast X, Transformer, man, sheesh, and I'm gonna go. I was gonna say Guardians of the Galaxy because that was solid, but man, that was a tough one. I think I might have just them 2. Mermaid was cool. See, a lot of them were just cool. They were just like cool.
But you just gotta give
I can't give you. I
don't want to do cool at the theater. Though.
Look, they were.
I do want to do great too.
Yeah.
You spend too much money for it not to be great.
Exactly.
I mean, eight is good.
Well,
Eight is good. They were good. They were a lot of them were 8s.
That's better than good.
A lot of them were 8s. Me, Transformers was like an 8, 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
A fast 8.7, 8.9.
Okay, got you. Okay, that sounds better. That sounds better. Got you.
And then that Fast Furious was like a 8, 9 point something. Like,
So you got 2.
I just got Fast and the Furious and
You haven't saw none of them, just like I haven't saw none of them.
Only see from that list. Only seen Spider-Man. So
Okay.
out of the Little Mermaid, Fast X, when Enough Is Enough, The Flash. So the Flash, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Fast X are on my list. Little Mermaid, I'm
Little Mermaid was good though. Little Mermaid was good, but
that's more for air. So I'm
y'all say you don't got girls, so it's little, or you don't got little girls. So
my
it's
daughter
tough.
did go see it. Her and my cousin. And they're 18. And
Oh, no, it was solid.
It takes them back to
And I went
a
to
place where they
Drew.
were when they heard about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I took Drew, but the missus wanted to go see it too, so
It takes her back to her childhood.
Take back.
Yeah.
Look, but it was good. It was
Because you're
good.
waiting for certain parts to happen.
Right.
When her voice gets stolen,
Yeah.
you're anticipating, and how does she get it
And
back?
the song,
Right.
You're like, man.
It's a part of the deal.
Yeah.
If it's me, I like the action, so I got to go Fast X or Transformers first.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to
That's
get
all my
action
action.
in both of those.
Yeah.
So I'll just take that 1A, 1B, and then I want to see the Flash because I got to assume that there's some action in that too. I'm a big Marvel guy, and
They're making a lot on that too. They're
are.
saying the Flash is going to be is one of the big movies for DC, and it's supposed to wrap the whole thing up. So yeah,
I don't want to be a spoiler for y'all, but they're actually trying to put all these movies together. So if DC, whatever they were, whether it be like X-Men, this,
and Marvel?
they're trying to put them all together as one.
that makes sense.
And that's the same thing even with the Transform, like the box that you were saying, like anything that had to do with it. Just like they're trying to put it all in one.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And then the movie kind of has a little bit.
I'm excited.
Bit of it,
I'm
but,
definitely excited to see in their future.
Yeah. Just like Superman. So if you've seen, or not Superman, the Spider-Man. You know how they're putting all the Spiders together?
Yep.
Like that's the same thing they're doing with all the movies.
All our subscribers, if you guys seen any of these movies, please give us some feedback on what your thoughts was. I mean, it's definitely, we're all movie buffs here, so we watch all different genres of movies, and we try to give different perspectives and opinions on it. Heading to our next topic that's hard to paint. The social media platforms that we live on an everyday basis. I want you two gentlemen, and I know it's hard, and I want you out there, all our subscribers, and those that haven't subscribed, Dwayne will tell you again.
Hey, smash the like button, smash the share button, smash the subscribe button.
Yes.
Man.
Like that.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I want you to rate what your thoughts are, these platforms, first to fifth. First to fifth. We got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm not even gonna pick nobody. Who wants to go first?
Man, it don't matter to me.
Go ahead.
It don't matter to me. So for me, they call us old heads now.
Yeah.
So us, if MySpace is on there, we might have had MySpace on that baby. Look,
Tom is your friend.
Tom is your. We might have had MySpace on that baby. But for me, in the generation that we're living in, this is not something that I subscribe to or that I'm on, the platforms that I'm on. But for me, TikTok right now is like hot. Like TikTok, it was the Instagram. Like Instagram used to be solid and Facebook used to be solid. No, it's like TikTok is the.
So is that your number one?
That's not my number one. Okay. But that's in today's generation.
I want to know. I want you to rate.
For me right now, I'm an Instagrammer and I'm a Facebooker.
So give me your order 1 through 5.
I'm gonna say Instagram 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Facebook 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Snap. Look, I'm gonna have to.
You gonna go back to the Snap?
I don't got a TikTok, so look, I know of TikTok, but I don't got one.
No, you do have one now. Only podcast
got TikTok. Okay, all right. Well, I got a TikTok, and then I'm a Twitter. I'm late to the Twitter party. I never was a Twitterer, so it's just, to me, Twitter's like a BlackBerry.
Okay.
It's a thing that you want, you get, like you have it, and it's there. That's what it is for me with Twitter. I just don't have one, so.
Okay. So we got one,
tweet
2.
is last for me.
So that's your 5 in that order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for me, I mean, how I use them, Instagram is first.
Okay.
Facebook second. Twitter is third for me because I go there for news, man. There's a lot of information on there.
Okay.
But I don't be on it too often, man. And Snapchat is like, that's ancient history, man. And I mean, what's that? Snapchat? TikTok is last, but I think TikTok is gonna move to first soon.
Yes.
It's gotta move from last to first because that's where everybody's at.
Everybody's there. What about you? DK?
I don't want to give my perspective because I got the actual answers and we're gonna give it.
Okay, what's the actual answer?
We're gonna give it. So here are your answers. Giving you guys a chance to put it in the comments section 1 through 5. I want you to rate them. We want you to rate them. But here is the order as followed. Number 1, with the number 1 networking site on social media right now is Facebook. 2.96 billion.
2.96
billion. YouTube is number 2.
YouTube. I would say YouTube up there.
2.2 billion.
Yeah.
The WhatsApp app, 2 billion.
Jeez.
Instagram, 2 billion. So it's a tie between that and the WhatsApp.
Man.
And then WeChat is 1.26 billion.
That's only China.
Right.
Yeah.
TikTok, 1 billion standing right now.
Right, and that's just recently came out.
That's crazy.
It ain't been around.
It's coming.
Facebook and Instagram been around. TikTok,
right. Like you said, TikTok
will be one.
Yeah.
So think about that. So
where was Twitter at on that list?
Twitter's nowhere on this list.
What? I'm like,
not in the top.
Yeah.
We'll see if Elon Musk can bring it back.
Man,
he can bring it back. Or is he going to take it down? It could go either way. But that's crazy that Facebook is still number one. Everybody has a Facebook.
I agree.
Regardless of age.
Grandmas.
Yeah.
5-year-olds trying to say they otherwise you got to be 14 to get on one of those.
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of good though because if he comes with that metaverse, that means everybody's there already.
That is true.
So
Ooh-wee. I didn't think about that, but you think about it. So my mother-in-law was so against social media.
Yeah.
Now she can't live without it.
Yeah.
She's with the big passage of words. Her words are big. The words are big. I know my Aunt Viola.
She only got one name and like, look, I gotta stroll over there.
My Aunt Viola be hitting me up. Talking about, look at the pictures of my nephew. I'm like, then I hear Margaret. All these
They be on there.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Mother Helen Hicks.
Oh yeah,
she was a Facebook faithful.
Hey, she was on there.
She would hit you.
You're right.
She would hit you up for real. She was a Facebook faithful.
Right. I guess it's like a photo album, really though. You know what I mean? For the old folks, they can catch up with the youngsters.
That's all they're doing.
My Aunt Joyce she's in her 80s. And every time we post something, she sends something on Messenger.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
man,
look at my nephew.
Look, they even started doing emojis. Like, send you the little. I'm like, I don't even know how to send the emoji. You send it to me the happy birthday emoji. Right. I'm like, sheesh.
Because you got to think about it. People have had Facebook for years, and either you can deactivate it, but then somehow you all of a sudden reactivate. Man. Your wife was good for deactivating her Facebook.
She ain't on there now. She's been solid. She had a nice run. She has done an excellent job. I've been sending her messages. Right, but I'm like, I didn't even get them. I'm like, she don't got a Facebook.
So she just got the Instagram.
Yeah, she just got Instagram.
Yeah, she could be on Instagram heavy.
Man, but Instagram is with the TikTok. So I'm like, that's why you
Right.
find all them
'Cause my
memes or
wife
them
has
reels, because it was reels.
Right.
But now it's TikTok. The TikTok reels are on.
My wife has over
Instagram.
10,000 followers on
Yeah,
TikTok.
I think I'm up there. I'm up there. I might be at like 7. I'm up there.
Oh, you're a TikToker.
No, not TikTok. Instagram.
I'm
my bad.
talking about
Oh, no, I ain't
TikTok.
got no TikTok. Nah,
I'm talking about
I got
TikTok.
one.
Yeah. TikToking.
Man.
Yeah, she does her little
Yeah, she
dances.
does,
I'm not
yeah.
mad at her. Do your thing, baby. Get us paid. You know what I'm saying? Let's monetize it, man, to get another source of income. But it blew my mind to see that almost 3 billion people
On Facebook.
on Facebook.
Facebook's still number, but then Facebook, I think it's just more global appeal, man. You got people in other countries that's using it for business, for
Yeah.
advertising.
What was it originally? I watched the movie. What was it originally used for? It was for college networking, right?
College Network, yeah.
College
Because
Network.
a guy wanted to try to holler at a girl, and that was the way that he built the app so he could holler at a chick.
Man,
That's
and it blew
the
up.
power
Yeah.
of women.
Yes.
The power of women is unmatched.
Hey, for real.
That's crazy. I didn't know really how. I saw the movie, and they had those twins, those brothers, and then they had Zuckerberger. But that's where
I
it
thought they
started
were all
from.
together
He called
on
him
that.
Zuckerberg.
What's his name?
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. My fault, brother. My fault, brother.
Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
I said Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, ain't nobody called him Zuckerberg in a long time.
Hey, he's done something that made him one of the richest on earth as well. And it's just amazing just how networking from, you feel like you almost don't miss people. I've been out of high school for close to 25 years, but you can go literally on Facebook and see exactly what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Well, usually the highlights. See, that's why that's one negative that I mean we could talk about it, but that's one
Let's
negative
talk
that
about
I
it.
don't like
Talk to me.
about social media, because you only see glimpses of individuals. Like you see the highlights. If we watch ESPN and we're like, man, you watch the whole basketball game could be trash.
Yeah.
But you see the highlights, you're like, dang, my guy was killing it. He went for like 50. But my guy shot 100 shots and was broke and the game was slow. But you're like, my guy was cooking, right?
Yep.
And that's what I think about Instagram. I'm like, or that's what I think about, I ain't gonna say Instagram, that's what I think about social media. Social media has individuals believing highlights is an individual's real life.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I don't like.
Yeah.
Not to mention the
Yeah.
cap that goes on top, because there's a lot of capping going
Bro,
on social
cap.
media.
Have you
Cap,
seen
cap.
Yes.
Have you seen where these individuals is like taking pictures like they're on a plane with like a water bottle in the back of it, but then they're taking a picture from the side like they're I'm like, bro, but you ain't took no flight. You just got you a water bottle. I'm like, bro,
Didn't Bow get caught up with that?
I'm like, it's crazy. Like, bro, this is
Acting like he flying private and was flying commercial, but you know, I ain't flying. I'm flying commercial. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't gotta act like you're
Right.
flying something different.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
it's
not
like,
gonna do
why
that.
are you posting it?
Yeah.
That's my point, because you can live in a false sense of reality
Agreed.
on any of these social
Agreed.
medias.
Agreed.
You can honestly,
Agreed.
even on YouTube,
Yeah.
you can create a YouTube channel and people can watch you eat seafood and dip it in butter, and they'll be mesmerized to watch to see how much either you're gonna eat or if you're gonna throw it up or whatever the situation may be.
Yeah.
You will get followers based off of, because people's attention is locked in for that 30-second window.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what I'm saying, of what you're bringing to the table.
Man, the coldest part is, man, you could actually just open packages up and get
Yes.
viewers.
Yes.
That's crazy
Yeah.
too.
That is.
Just opened up new packages and people. I watch my son watch these people play. Like, he's not even playing; he's watching kids play.
Oh, no,
Watching-
no. My kids do that right now. The Corey Kitchen
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
one of the,
Corey,
the
Ryan
YouTube-
was the first one, and then
Ryan,
Corey.
right, but this Corey
Yeah.
Kitchen dude, they're watching everything he
Non-stop.
does. I'm like, that's annoying.
Yeah, me too. Like, bro, it ain't just with kids though.
I'm like, what is
Because
going
adults
on?
be doing it too with the what's the lady that be cooking the what she be or I said she organic, what she what's the man, she eats like only grass, only seafood kind of like only, what are they called?
I'm not
They
even
call,
hip.
dang, what is my lady's name? Like,
Pescatarian?
yeah, she's like a pescatarian, but she be making like vegan. She be making a whole lot of vegan food. But some black lady, she's like,
Oh
big.
yeah. I know who you talking about. I don't know
Yeah,
her
she
name.
got like
but
a
shout out
twang
to her
voice,
though.
but
She
yeah,
doing her
she
thing.
right.
She killing
But
on
even
it,
adults
you know?
be watching. I'm like, bro, I love you. I know you're not watching a Miss Tamala or Miss May or like. I'm like, bro.
Non-stop, man.
Yeah, it's
Nonstop.
pretty amazing what can captivate the attention. But my kids, literally, if I walk in the house right now,
For real.
they're probably watching him master some video game.
Yeah.
They're mastering some video game and just playing it, and he's watching, and he can lose multiple times, but when he
Right.
finally beats it,
Right.
then it's
They're
like, oh
they're
my
the
gosh,
greatest.
it's the great.
You're the greatest.
Right. So I'm just like, Why didn't we ever think of that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's
it
just
wasn't around.
right. It's creative content, and creating content will do it.
Everything is content.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I'm blown away by it because my daughter, just like with your son, they'll sit up there and watch somebody play with a toy. Yeah. Like they can do something with the toy different than what they can do with it.
Agreed.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, the toy is made to do that.
You know,
And why are you so mesmerized? Like,
Right, like,
but hey,
oh, man,
I need that toy because he did it
Right,
this
no, you're
way.
right. That's what they will say.
I'm like-
Can we go to Target and get that toy?
Right.
Like, what?
Right.
You're supposed to do something different?
Right, right.
man.
That really messes me up, man. But
Man.
social media, is undefeated.
Yeah, I agree.
And they can
Agree.
put anything on there.
Yes,
Going
you
to the
can.
next topic, man.
Yes, you can.
This is something Arcade, man, can expound upon. And I know, Dwayne, I know you're going to expound upon it as well. At the Crew League game, featured Little Duval, WK,
or YK Osirus.
YK Osirus tries to kiss, what's her name? Sukihana.
Yeah.
Man.
When I just saw it,
Man.
it's like, what is he thirsty? Was it in the moment? Did he think he can sneak it in?
Man.
I don't know, man. I know that she has a reputation for being kind of raunchy. You know,
Okay.
She's kind of, she sells, you know what I'm saying? She's very provocative, you know what I'm saying? She sells sex on her show, you know what I mean? Not really selling it per se, literally, but that's her angle, you know what I'm saying? That's what she does, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he felt some type of way, I guess. He felt, you know,
Like I'm the man.
Yeah,
Look,
comfortable
look.
enough to
Right.
walk up to her
Twice.
and grab her by the face and try to,
He rubbed her shoulders first,
Yeah,
gave her
you
a massage. Like, I'm like, my guy is, hey, he's
She was
there.
uncomfortable with that part, though,
Right.
because her body just
Look, it wasn't like she was like, ooh.
Right.
It was like, look, hey, bro, who touching me?
It was more like get off of me, like trying to tuck your
She's trying to
shoulders
get
in.
away from
That
it.
was crazy.
And then he tried to, you know, he grabbed her face, and, you know what I'm saying, and tried to kiss her, you know what I mean? And she was kind of pulling away, fighting back, but, you know, I guess the question becomes, you know what I'm saying, because of her angle, the way she, you know, what she's selling, what music she makes, that doesn't give anybody license to do that to her, but I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I mean, do
You want to expound first?
I'm on the thirsty side. I'm like, I ain't gonna say thirsty, but I'm like,
Thirsty?
my guy was feeling like he was the man. Like, look, I'm the man right now. And then
It go too far.
It's right. But I was hearing someone was speaking on today. I think she was filing like harassment charges against him for doing
they
it.
said it was a
Assault or that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I heard.
I
I don't
statement
know.
said he apologized and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if that's for sure, but like saying, I think that's exactly what he
And that's
he about to get sexual harassment for.
And that's
for,
exactly why you got to be careful and keep your hands to yourself.
Hey, but he is a savage though. Like he was cold though. I'm like when I seen it, I'm like, my guy is.
But
like,
does she have any responsibility though? Because she puts out that music. She talks. I mean, she was up there on stage with Drewski talking about she was go for the groceries with him. Had him running around, but maybe it was an actor skit. But it, you know, something
Hey, man,
she did. But does she have any responsibility? in that?
I'll answer to that. People can say whatever they want.
content.
It can become controversial, but when you invade somebody's space,
Physically,
that you just got to keep it at a distance. Again, like everybody loved Adina Howard when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
But do we know? We don't really know if she was really what she said, but everybody wanted to know. So she kept the people thinking, and that was her way of doing things.
Yeah.
Little Kim as well. Very provocative and pretty women that dressed with barely nothing on.
Right.
But I think it was a ploy to get people to continue to buy their music, and he fell in love with the style. So I just always look at it like, you got to keep your hands to yourself. What's not yours is somebody else's.
Hey, for real though.
You know what I'm saying? And you kind of gotta, you can't get so caught up, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a conversation first.
Yeah.
And then see where it takes you. But sometimes it's misleading too, though. And that's where it comes into a place where you have somebody can say they were harassed sexually because they felt uncomfortable with how you treated them. It happens every single day.
It happens a lot.
So you just got to be careful. But it can go both ways.
Agree.
My question would be, how I would flip it, is if she did that to him and he took that approach, would he be considered as a sucker? You guys feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. She came on to him.
If it was vice versa, what would it be like? Would it be a big deal? Or like,
I think back in our day, Yeah, it'll be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know I'm talking like an old man, but back in our day, yeah.
Old head. That's what they call you. You ain't old man,
head,
old head.
Yeah,
You're
you know
old
what I'm
head.
saying? But back in our day, yeah, you'd be, you know, if she came on to him strong like that and he turned it away, he'd be considered a sucker.
Right.
But
Or
then-
would he be considered in this day and time, oh, he don't like women?
It could be.
You see what
That's what it was.
You see what I'm
you
saying?
see
This time, that's what it would
Right,
be.
right,
But
right.
you see
Yeah.
that example with Drake and Madonna. You know what I mean? She came up on stage and she actually kissed him, and he actually tongue kissed Madonna, which was wild.
Right.
But he pulled away from it though.
Right.
When she slipped him the tongue, he was trying to pull his head back and get away.
But he wanted to go on a date with Doris Burke.
Yeah, that was.
So that's like, it's like, what, I guess it's preference.
But I think I think he was creating content.
I agree.
You know what I'm
Agree.
saying?
I
agree. Staying
yeah, but
relevant.
that's the
Yeah.
material girl. That's her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's Madonna. Like, I just recently heard this something that Madonna and Tupac had a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know nothing about that.
Said he took her to the projects in New York or something like that, or to the studio or something.
Hey,
Had her in the hood.
I don't know if y'all been seeing of late, but I don't know if Usher is still out. Is Usher single? Because Usher's been on stage with a whole.
The last time I saw Usher, he pulled a girl out of the crowd and said, "This is my girl."
I have seen him on social media with like 7 different chicks. I'm like, bro, is my guy?
That might be his scheme.
Is my guy out there just like bagging him? Like,
Hey,
dang.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's 2 other ones: Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
But I think
Like
they,
I said-
they booed up. Is Nicki
No,
booed up or is
but what
Cardi? Cardi's beat up.
What I'm saying is,
Nikki too.
it's still the way how they
carry?
dress,
Yeah.
how they're getting their money.
But you know what? That's funny because I was just watching that latest video that Cardi B did with Lotto. And it's a dope video. You know what I'm saying? Rip me out the package. I'm acting brand new. You know they got it's going right.
see that. Yeah, I did see it. It
it's
is
going.
busting.
And so
Yeah.
you know, but at the same time, you look at the video. Even though Cardi was doing a lot, she still had her man Offset, right? Yeah, Offset in the video, you know, and she sitting on his lap and featuring him in the video, even though he didn't have an active role really. But she still kind of, I think she tapered it down a little bit and kind of catered to showing herself with him more so than just being out there.
Well,
against Lucy.
can I be honest with you? The Queen Bee she can get away with doing anything and it's nothing. That's just because it's Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like I said, her very small, short outfits, and you know what I'm saying. There's nothing. Nobody says nothing because it's the Queen Bee.
Even Russell Wilson's been getting away with Sierra. Sierra's been getting away with a lot too. Like a lot.
Really?
I'm like,
Yeah,
she's been like, I'm like,
she been putting
you talking about you a church holy? Like they say anything in the bed undefiled, like you can do as you please, but you ain't gotta show us like dang.
Right, yeah.
But then what about Aisha Curry though? And they said
Yeah.
she was on a talk show and they brought out some dudes, some
Buff dudes?
Yeah, some dudes
Yeah.
was yoked up.
Yeah.
And she played like she was pulling off her ring, but you know it's just for the act of the show. But
Yeah,
it insinuates she's
Right.
Yeah,
See,
what is
that's
that?
the thing, man. You really and honestly, truly don't know because television and they're in a different
Agreed.
genre of life
Yeah.
where it's even before they were with some of these people, they were that thing.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
it's like I believe that I'm sure if they're married, they have some type of agreement in the fact that maybe now that we're together, we're not going to go this far.
Right.
Yeah.
That you can keep it tasteful. But in this situation, fam, you can't be trying to kiss nobody that ain't really
That's
feeling
too
you
far.
feeling you like that. Like that's just putting yourself in harm's way. And then now they can look at you as a predator or this or that, or he's thirsty or stay away from him, or you can lose money and endorsements based off of that. You just gotta, I think it's just like you gotta be extremely careful with the company you keep and the way you act.
But then it comes back to kind of what we were talking about earlier about the social media. Is that the content that he's trying to put out? You know, they're like, oh man, I am
Trying to create a moment.
trying to create a moment and stay live and still stay there,
Right.
Because it's gonna push,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. But at what cost? How far do
I
you
agree
go?
to that. Like, listen,
How
you're
far do
right.
you go with it?
How,
What-
how
at
far
what
will
cost?
we go? That's the difference because we have morals,
Right.
Yeah.
So we're different.
Morals. That's
So
a
we're
great.
different.
That's a great
We're
word.
different.
That's a great
We're
word.
different, but that's an individual who's trying to make it. There's no morals there.
Yeah.
Like, you need the views. The views is what give you a check. It ain't.
Yeah, it's all entertainment. at
Yeah, the
that point.
content is what gets the individuals, the subscribers stay, and that's what keeps it going.
Do you think this will fade away, or you think this will be
No.
a thing that's out there for a while?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think social, like we were talking about with AI. I think it's something here to stay.
No, I'm talking about this situation.
Oh,
what just
no.
happened.
This is a moment. He's hot.
He's hot.
He's speaking on it.
And for him and her, you know what I mean? They're going to milk it for what it is because
Agreed.
everybody's talking about it, everybody's looking at it, so they're going to take it as far. I don't think he's going to go to jail or nothing. It'll probably be like something they did create. You know, they all got teams that's trying to create a
Right.
story.
So let me ask you a question based off the spin off of that. Was the Will Smith Chris Rock thing staged?
I don't think so.
You think it was real?
I think it was real.
Okay. What's your take?
I'm 50-50. I think it was staged.
I think the entanglement was real too.
Yeah. So this is only why I say I think it was staged. Because of the way the reaction. Because he laughed at the joke and then kind of looked down and said, "Oh no, you looking at me?" And then kind of got big bad. So I'm like, "Bruh, really?" But then at the same time, I'm like,
but to that point, right? I think these guys been in Hollywood for a long time. They've been around each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
He knew he could walk up on him.
That was easy,
slap
easy
the mess
meat,
out of
easy
him,
target.
and he wouldn't say nothing. He wouldn't do nothing. He knew that already.
But did it help the Oscars? Did it I'm just saying, like, because based off everything we're watching now, that might have spruced it up. Like, at the Oscars, you got to watch next year because you don't know what's gonna happen.
I was about to say, how long ago was that? Was that over a year ago?
It was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Right, but did we watch the Oscars? I didn't watch the Oscars this year because he slapped him.
Yeah,
I didn't tune in to say I was watching
but
it.
a lot of people did because they didn't know what was going to happen. It was a big deal when it came out.
I'm like,
What's next?
Before that, they did the movies and they had the messed up movie. It was like, we gave you the wrong card.
Oh, the girl.
Right.
Yeah, I guess one of got the movie. We're like, nah, you got the wrong movie.
So is the Oscars doing this to? I don't know.
Stay relevant.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Trying to create moments.
Right.
Yeah.
You might
To
be
stay
right.
around.
So I just, when I look at situations like this, because I've never been in Hollywood, but one thing that I will say is that once you get a taste of being relevant, you want to stay relevant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Scottie Pippen is acting a fool right now.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that's because Michael Jordan's son is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
know
even
what I'm saying?
if it is, that don't got nothing to do
Pippen,
with
you know
Mike
what I'm
because you already said previously in interviews that now they're bringing up. Bro, you already said what kind of he was there at your Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah.
How great of a teammate he was.
Right.
It's like,
so
right.
for him to do this now, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
Right.
But like so you were saying, to stay in the relevant thing. So I think that's the same thing. Like even John. Like sorry to say what his situation is going on, but I think that's somewhat catering into it too. With the Zion situation, I'm like, are you trying to be relevant? Are you trying to be like?
That's ridiculous.
I'm like, right? No, but are you really trying to
That is
do these things
ridiculous.
to be?
I don't know. I could go that far. Like I can see Ja Morant's situation more so than I can see Zion's situation.
I can't. Zion, he ain't even that type of dude.
Right. But the girls that he's with, I'm like, I would never like. I'm just not my type. I'm like,
But we gotta let the people know what. Okay, we say the Ja Morant situation. We're talking about what.
Just being in the media, just like with the
But no,
guns,
with the guns.
with the guns.
With the
And then you
guns.
say Zion.
Is
what we
with
talking
is with
about?
With
two
the young ladies,
with the
with
two
the-
different women
yeah.
in the DMs and
three. Well, they say three, but it's,
relationships. Like,
Three of them.
They said it was
I thought
three.
It was two.
No, they said it was three. But I'm like,
I ain't heard about the third one.
One of them. I guess he was saying that he had nothing to do with it or whatever it was. But
okay,
I guess he's denying it.
So
but-
he's speaking on it now. Before he wasn't saying nothing.
No, I don't know if it's that he's denying it, but I'm like, yeah. So it's like, there's three.
Yeah.
There's three. But this is crazy. So that's why I'm like,
You think either of those? I think both of those moments are genuine moments. I don't think they're those issues where it's something they brought up by them or their teams to make them hot. I think they just
I'm talking about the
Messed
continuation of it.
to keep it rolling.
To keep it rolling.
I think he really found a little. I think Ja Morant found a little toy, gun that lights up like a lighter,
Right,
And
but
try to say,
after.
this was what I did." After the fact.
After.
But I think that was just trying to clean it up.
Yeah.
The league was already on it. Like,
Yeah.
it was
25 games.
25 games. So that's a
Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah.
Now, Zion. Yeah, man, you got to tighten up, baby.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm saying? Young man, tighten that up.
league ain't doing nothing. That's just gonna come
Yeah.
out of his pocket of
Oh,
what
yeah,
he
that's
got
all on him.
what he got to deal with, and that's unfortunate because I
Yeah,
really
that's
like
crazy.
him. And I never heard nothing
He ain't
like
done
this
nothing, but,
he was.
you know
that he-
Right. They say 300. Look, would you have hear what the girl been saying about him? Like,
Yes,
it's been tough.
She
I'm
been
like,
going hard on my guy,
"Jeez."
man.
bashing him. She said,
She's going hard about
"You
it.
trying to drive me through the mud, boy? That's why you got soda pop cans on your."
Yeah, that's so dirty, man. When you take it to social media, that's forever.
Yeah.
So
I
you gotta
agree.
be
I agree
careful
to that
what
too.
You got to be careful what you take to the World Wide Web because somebody's going to screenshot it, so it's forever in the universe. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's forever there,
right.
and it's never really going to go away because somebody will bring it back up, and that's how what makes the things relevant with the journalists that they get a hot take. And they're running with it for as long as they can. Yeah, that's the relevance of them.
Right.
That's why they're number one in the world in what they do.
Yeah,
because they find the dirt,
hottest thing, and
they're staying with the dirt. Right, absolutely. I want to touch bases on something before we go to the next topic. There was a trade made. The Phoenix Suns now have a big three: Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
They trade Chris Paul. Isaiah Thomas is now the overplayer personnel for Phoenix.
Oh, is that right? He was on the sidelines when that stuff happened.
For Phoenix. And then also James Jones is the general manager.
Yeah.
So is Phoenix now automatically a title contender adding Bradley Beal to the team?
What you think, R to the K?
I don't know. I got to see how Bradley Beal plays with these guys. I can't say until the season starts.
Okay.
I'm not sold on adding Bradley Beal to that combination. It doesn't really make me say, oh, this is going to work immediately.
Okay.
So I'm still on the fence with it.
Okay.
Yeah, before I answer mine, what you think?
Absolutely. If they're all healthy, they can all shoot. That can't double team nobody. Not those three.
That's what we said when KD got there with Devin Booker.
But Chris Paul, and you couldn't guard neither one of them. It was just only them.
Yeah.
Here's a third person. I love Chris Paul. Mm-hmm. One of the best point guards to ever play. The smartest point guard to ever play to make money at under 6 foot and under. He made the most money out of any other point guard in NBA history. Mm-hmm. But when you add a 6'5" guard that can do everything too, how do you guard them? Is my question. I'm just saying we're staying healthy and they got a new coach. Who's the new coach in Phoenix?
Vogel, Frank
Vogel.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying, he knows how to
he
knows how to put the offensive schemes together too.
Yeah.
And so
good coach.
Right. He was the Pacers coach for a while, right?
Pacers and the championship.
In the Lakers. But so what I'm saying is, how do you guard KD healthy? How do you guard Devin Booker healthy? How do you guard Bradley Beal healthy? And I think it's a big contingent on healthiness because that goes a long ways. But I think it puts them in a title talk in the West based off of they being healthy.
And I'm glad that you went before me because that's where I was going to go with it. I wasn't – they're not at the top for me.
Okay.
They're entitled talk, but they're not – because we don't know what the team is looking like. Right now on their roster, they only have 5 players. They have D-Book, Bradley Beal, KD, DeAndre Ayton, and Cam Johnson. Is it Cam Johnson or Cam? Which one was the left
point guard?
Little point guard. Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne.
Them are the only 5 people they have on their team. So the team kind of reminds me of the same trade when LeBron and them got Westbrook. Because all they had was LeBron, AD, and LeBron.
And Westbrook.
Because they had all the money. So then they had to bring on like all these rookie contracts and all these veteran minimums. Uh-huh. So for me, it's like, what does the team look like? Because the thing we were saying in the playoffs was Phoenix was good if you got past their first 5. Then what do? Yeah. They had no bench. They had nothing. And so for me, they are a contending team. They're lower on the totem pole. Like I would put them at maybe even like for me personally, they might be at like 7
in the West.
In the overall, all of them.
Oh, West, East and West.
East and West. In the league.
Okay,
in the league.
Okay.
Title, everybody who could win the title.
Right, got you.
They're about 7 for me.
Okay.
Because we don't know what their team filled out could be. Now that they fill out the team and it's looking solid, they might be able to move to 2. But if they look at the team and they don't fill it out and they just bring it on veteran minimums, like, bro, who knows? Me and you gonna be playing for them? Like, because that's what they're looking like. Their salary with them, with three people, I think I looked up there was like $162 million, and I think the salary cap is like $182 million. So you tell me you got $20 million to fill out 7, 8 players?
What do you do?
What do you do? Like,
league minimum.
And they need a whole
league
league
everybody else.
minis. League minis or vetting minimums where the league pays for the person to be on your team.
Right, because DeAndre Ayton got paid. Durant,
26.
Right, Durant's paid.
42.
D Book's paid.
40 up there.
They got to take Bradley Beal's contract.
46.
But Chris Paul's $31 million goes
It's
away.
gone.
It
But
goes away.
I'm just talking about 4 people.
Right.
What about James Johnson as the GM, right?
James Jones.
James Jones, yeah. He's gonna have to suit up, man, because
Right. That's what
he's
he's
playing
like.
like him. Like he's
No. I'm not gonna lie. With his role, if he had eligibility still,
he would
and my
be the
guy
guy
was,
that they need.
my guy is the kind of he's the
kind of player they need.
Kind of player they need.
Yeah,
I agree.
You're right. That's very, very interesting.
Yeah, but to go back to what you said, right? You got $20 million to fill out 7 players.
Yeah, that's tough.
Good luck. One player could be $20 million, but to hear what you're saying, like that combo of just offensive.
Yeah.
If we looked at that from an offensive lens, that would be a tough team to go against. And that was one thing that you said that I liked it was health. If health plays a part, KD's not a spring chicken no more. He's not a young buck.
Right. Yeah.
KD only for the last 3 seasons has had major injuries in the last three seasons. Yeah. So I'm like, well, he had a major injury 4 years ago, and then he went to Brooklyn and had 2, and then he was just even when he was with Phoenix, his first 10 games or first 7 games, when he hurt his ankle, he didn't play. So I'm like, he's had major injuries, not say major, but he's had injuries to keep him out, because he's getting older.
Right.
When I looked at KD, KD's like 34. He's old. Like we look at him like he's young. KD's kind of old.
I think that's why I went on that last podcast when we were talking about it. Him and Giannis, and one being ascending and one sunsetting. You know what I mean? Because KD he's got some miles on him, man.
Yeah.
Well, he played for the Sonics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The Sonics been gone a long time.
The Sonics been gone for a while. So
I think he played 2 seasons when he was here.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Is like that. He's one of the greatest, but at the end, Father Time is undefeated.
Father Time's undefeated.
He's definitely undefeated.
And he's on the other side.
Yeah.
He's on the other side.
Yeah, I mean
his decline might not be so big, but he's on the other side.
Yeah, he's still a good. He's still a solid.
Still polished
for sure.
Still,
Absolutely, one of the
still
best
a bucket.
offensive-minded,
if not the
legends that we've ever seen in this game at 7 foot to be able to do what he does.
Yeah.
I got an interesting topic. I know you're a big music guy. I know on gospel. And I think you dibble and dabble with different genres.
Yeah, I got a little R&B.
Right, so but I know that you're really big on the music side of hip-hop as a whole, producing, beat making. Most underrated music producers.
Man.
We're going to expound on that a little bit.
Man, that's a good one, too.
I got a few, man. I'm gonna bring something, up for us so we can check it out, But yeah, I really want to talk about this because there's a lot of music producers out there that I think that aren't getting a lot of shine.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
There's some dope producers out there, you know what I'm saying, that we all are, they create these hits. I mean, I guess I'm taking a step back. Maybe there's some young guys out there that I'm not putting a spotlight on, you know what I'm saying? But, because you got guys like Metro Boomin, you got guys like Zaytoven that have been in the game for a minute, but you also got guys like I can't remember his name, but he's doing all that stuff for Nas, making him more relevant. But I wanted to go back to underrated producers in general.
Yeah,
and we got a list here of a few that are on this list: Large Professor, High Tech, Dilla, Easy Mo B, Prince Paul, Madlib, DJ Quick, Alchemist, Q-Tip, Pete Rock, Havoc, Eric Sermon. Saleh Remy.
But let me ask you something.
Rock.
Was DJ Quick really underrated? Because in his day, he was legendary.
Yeah, but he's not mentioned in them conversations.
Agree. He's not mentioned with the Timberland.
A lot of people, because he was early stages. He was before these guys.
Before who, though?
He was before Timberline, for sure.
Timberland?
Yeah, Timberland. He was before Timberland and Magoo.
Yeah.
You got to think about where Timberland and Magoo up jump the boogie, just the beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, when he kind of went by himself and he got with Jay-Z, he just took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
As I'm speaking of Timberline, but DJ Quick he could play every instrument.
Yeah.
And that's what, and I think he was just more of a local West Coast guy. Agreed. Like he was West. Yeah. It never really, from my knowledge, I didn't see him was really like extreme mainstream like he could have been.
Yeah.
Now Eric Sermon, he's considered as a legend.
Yeah. But he's an East Coast guy though.
He's a legend.
I mean, I love EPMD and I love Eric Sermon though.
He was a legend.
But I can say the same way that DJ Quick is weighted. I can say Eric Sermon is weighted the same way. You know what I mean?
I think more people talk about Eric Sermon.
I think it's only because of the East Coast bias.
I think it's both. I think he's right because we are on the West Coast.
I know, but
so it's like we
kind
of.
was a big deal with me being in high school, like a huge deal.
So was Quick though.
No, he was. But what I'm saying is
that's
now
around the same
we're not
time,
talking
too.
about any of those guys. We're not talking about NBA players. Like not even. We're not talking about if we relate these guys to. I'll give it to a rapper. Like we don't talk about Andre 3000 like we should or Outkast.
Yeah.
They don't talk about 8-Ball and MJG anymore like they should.
Yeah,
I'm
they don't
just
talk
saying,
about Suave House in general
right,
like they should.
They don't talk about E40 except for being at the Golden State games.
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
I'm just saying he made double platinum albums, 2 discs with 40 songs on it, constantly. So I'm saying,
surprises,
right,
man.
right. And so what I'm saying is,
Classic.
it's the relevance for the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't know some of these guys, but I will say,
I'm in the same
I will
boat.
say,
Like,
with
these are some young. I'm
DJ
like,
Quick,
these guys.
DJ, yeah, these are young ones. I'm like,
Q-Tip was cold.
Yeah.
Vibrant thing that it was a hit.
Tribe Called,
Tribe Called, right.
The whole Tribe Called Quest stuff was dope.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I mean, we talk about they talk about producers, right?
Okay.
And they always go back to Puffy being a producer, which I don't agree with. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Why?
Because he's a producer in the sense of he could put the song together, but he's not but he's not a producer as in, he's not Stevie J was making those beats. The Hitmen were making those beats. You know what I mean? He had guys in there that don't get Stevie J gets shine because of social media, but there's a lot of guys that aren't getting that shine.
He wasn't producing them the men's groups and girls group, Danny Kane and all them.
When you say producing, he said like that. Yeah, I like that.
He was
That's producer for him. Yeah, I like
But
that.
it-
Keep that.
okay.
But at the same token, RK,
Yeah.
he did it his way. He also had the notorious.
that's what he was doing?
Yeah, he had the notorious
that's
B.I.G. And that's what really put him over.
But he had Notorious B.I.G. And Notorious B.I.G. is cold, right? One of the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? Definitely dope. But what did he have what did he do when he had Notorious B.I.G. when that album was done? I need a Dr. Dre type song.
No,
Give me a juicy.
listen to the name you just said.
I need a Dr. Dre.
That name is
Exactly.
he's the greatest of all time.
He's the greatest of all
Right,
time.
right.
No doubt.
So
And that's what I was
Puffy smart.
That's
But is he a producer for saying that?
I think he has some producerism. Like
He's
even
an
with,
executive producer at best.
That's why I was gonna say DJ Quick.
I'm gonna take the second name on it. The producer's still on there. I'm not saying he's the great because he had people in position that made him look good.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing with in that genre of business, like Suge Knight with Death Row. He was the muscle, but he was still also the buddy guy that he put fear into people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
When you talk about Suge Knight, he was executive producer. He ran the label. He could still say, I like that. That's hot. We running with that. Or he say, I don't like that. But he's not going to say, I produced that.
Yeah.
He say, Dre produced that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's why when you guys were talking about DJ Quick earlier, I was gonna make mention of. I think DJ Quick didn't get his roses or his everyone bigging him up to be so big because he was around the same city and the same time as Dr. Trey.
Yeah, you can't.
And so you couldn't overtake someone, and you couldn't over the whole nation.
That's tough.
Dre was known nationwide.
Yeah.
tough.
And so that's why we knew DJ Quick locally, and I ain't gonna say locally, but just West Coast.
West
we
Coast
was
for
knowing
sure.
of them.
All of Northern
of-
and Southern California was
Yeah.
DJ Quick
Agree.
fan.
Agree,
Yeah.
but Dre was also there too, so it was like tough for someone to
get that shine.
be
But,
like
you know,
two.
yeah.
And you're like, oh man, we're gonna really be talking about really pushing you.
Well, maybe he is underrated now. When you think about it, like the fact that
Right.
he didn't really get his credit.
Right.
I retract that statement.
He got a lot of production credits that people ain't. I mean,
Yeah.
he's all over Tupac's All Eyes on Me album. He's all over. You know what I'm saying? He's
And
got
people
his
probably
own-
don't even know that.
Yeah,
I didn't
people
know
don't
that
even
either.
know. You know what I'm saying? He's
I
got a
didn't
lot
know.
of stuff. He's even did stuff for DeBarge and all them guys. He's done a lot
That's
of
that's
work.
old
Man.
school.
Oh, yeah,
People
he
don't
wasn't
even
getting
know.
credit in
But
it.
on his Rhythmalism album, he really had some guys, some production with El DeBarge that was on his album that was out of this world. So DJ Quick is definitely one of those top tier producers that ain't getting his. So is Rick Rock. I mean, Rick Rock produced for Jay-Z and was on that Dynasty album.
Yeah,
got platinum.
yeah,
albums.
you're right.
He doesn't get.
You're right.
He's not getting his. Even I can even say the same for Jermaine Dupri and the work that he put in.
He was
He's
one
a
of the
beast.
dopest.
I
Yeah.
mean, all the Chris
But
Browns.
all his was all like a lot of little kid stuff. So,
But
But
we got-
but he
a lot of the groups
but
he was having was-
But he was
but
making
he was
those
making a lot.
plays.
You're right.
Right.
You're
Dog,
right.
He's
he-
pressing
Yeah,
the
but there was a lot of.
he was Atlanta.
Yeah.
I
Before
agree.
everybody.
I agree to
Before
that.
everybody.
And when he brought Bow Wow out,
Yeah.
Bow Wow was the hottest kid star we've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
And you know who came after him? The guy that what's his name discovered. What's his name? I think Matrice is out in Georgia. What's his name? What's his?
I'm not sure.
What's the new dude right now?
I don't know.
No, not Timberlake. Justin Bieber. He's
Oh,
the fever.
Justin.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
right.
he was like the next biggest star because honestly, Bow Wow was it.
Yeah.
He was it. He
Yeah.
was the man.
was the guy.
And
Yeah. I
Jermaine
agree.
Dupri was all over that.
Jermaine Dupri has a family. Jermaine Dupri has a family tree that's out of this world.
Agree.
man.
No, I agree to that. I
Yeah.
agree to that.
Yeah.
100%. He does have Atlanta culture.
Yeah,
A lot
I just
of-
think
a lot of
there's I think so. I guess I'll say DJ Quick is like my number one underrated producer.
He
know,
was tough.
He doesn't get as much mention as he deserves. I mean, Alchemist and Q-Tip and Eric Sermon, they're dope producers as well. They do their thing. You know what I mean? But I think Quick got some bangers.
Who's the hottest producer right now?
Hottest in the game?
Yeah, hottest in the game.
Nobody bigger than Dre.
Well, yeah, Dre
Well,
is Dre.
he's great. That's over.
It ain't never gonna be over.
Who's doing a lot of Drake? Who's doing a lot of Drake's production?
Oh, his guy, can't remember his name.
What's the white dude? There's a
Yeah,
white
that's
dude
the guy I'm
Scott
talking
Storch?
about.
Nah, it's another
Scott
white
Storch
dude.
been with him the whole time.
dope too.
The dude you talking about, I think I know, because he be
Scott-
playing the piano and playing.
Yeah, he's
he'll go
cold.
master the whole thing in the studio. He's real cold.
But it's between him and Hit Boy and Metro Boomin doing all that future stuff, man.
Yeah, Future's hot too.
Yeah,
Future's hot.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I look at it so I like the Scott Storch, like with the Fat Joe to lean back, that that just put it over the top. And a lot of when he was on Drink Champs, he was talking about a lot of the songs he produced, and a lot of people didn't even know he produced that stuff. Scott Storch was dope.
Yeah.
He just made beats like out of nothing.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you got the Dre's, you got the Scott Storches, you got the Kanye West was so dope.
Oh yeah.
He's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Jay-Z was mesmerized by Kanye. He couldn't believe how good he was.
You hear some of them songs, man. How could you not be? You're like, oh.
Right. He was on this one, and he was on this one.
Right.
Like,
What did he say?
You did that?
Old Boy was a throwaway song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He said he had so many songs.
Man.
He had H to the Izzo and all that. He was like, oh boy, I'll pass on that. When Cameron took that and
Right.
boom,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
It was
Yeah.
hot.
Boom.
It made it really.
Rocking in the club,
Cameron was
like,
back. He was back.
Hey, he was for real.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
Who was the producer back with Murder Inc. with Ja Rule? Who?
Irv Gotti.
Irv
Yeah,
Gotti.
Gotti.
Irv
Irv
Gotti's
Gotti.
underrated too. Then
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has some
That is, man.
bangers.
Yeah, he did.
Them and Ashanti. Ooh, him and Ja
Yeah.
Rule and Ashanti.
He was
used to
getting it
come
in,
with
man.
they came with the heat, man. But like you said, I mean, you don't really know even now who the producers are.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even know who the producers are because I know that Guru and what's his name, the other guy that be with Jay-Z, that produced some of the album. It was Guru and I can't remember.
Guru was the engineer.
Yeah, but who was the producer? Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
Just Blaze. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said all he wanted to do was play video games. He made beats for his so he could go with his video game habits. Like he could buy
Really?
new video games.
So he was listening to the beat while he was like,
He said I just make beats so I can make sure I have my video game collection. So Jay-Z
man,
said
I
that
did not know that.
when he made the Black Album.
Yeah.
And you got a chance to see the Rick Rubins of the world. Yeah. You saw the Timberlands of the world. On that album, he had all Pharrell.
Yeah.
He had all the best producers in the world.
Yeah.
But the Black Album.
But it was hot. That's why it was
Every
one of the
song.
hottest- You're right.
Every song was
you're
hot.
right.
Yeah.
It is
You're
like
right.
Rick Rubin, he crazy.
Yeah.
That was dope.
show.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You're actually right, RK. I know coming from Sacramento, you had a lot of rappers that have been through there, man. And who was the big producer out there at that time?
I mean, Rick Rock, he was captain in that the hyphy movement, man. Mike
the
Mosley,
Mac
Sam
President?
Bostic did their thing, but Rick Rock was killing it. You know what I mean? But I remember back when Lynch used to produce. I remember when RBL used to produce. my big bro TC and the Enhancer was getting it in too out of San Francisco, out the Bay Area.
Like you said, big bro, shout out.
Big bro, you know
Big
what I'm
bro, I
saying?
see you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot
He
of
was tapped in too.
yeah, definitely, man. There's a lot of good dope producers out of Sacramento, man, and out of the Bay Area, man. That area, man. There's so much music and culture and funk, you know what I'm saying, that come out of there. It's just a part of the fabric of the.
And cats were selling the CDs right out the trunk of the car.
I mean, man. I mean, Too Short to Tell You, man. They used to press him up and make that ride up the freeway. You know what I'm saying? They used to be right there in the P at the park, man, selling them CDs. E40 did his run, man. I mean, we did our run. You know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing with Black Market, man. City to city, state to state, man. Selling CDs.
Be legit. Be legit.
Be legit.
The shot caller, a.k.a.
Man,
Boss
D-Shot,
Baller.
man.
D-Shot,
Hey,
yeah.
Bugsy,
Sugar T.
Tomasi and all them guys.
Yeah.
Man. Sugar T, man. Shout out all them,
Yeah,
man.
because I was a, man, Be Legit.
Cam Banks, one of the coldest producers in the game.
Hey, Be
Cam
Legit
Banks.
was so dope,
Yeah.
bro. Him and E40
Be
really
Legit.
cousins?
I'm not. Hey, I believe so.
Hey,
I
he
believe
was
so, yeah.
filthy, man.
Yeah, that's their
I'm in
cousin.
your city with Levitti.
You know what I'm saying? Man, we going back,
Yeah, man, that's
lane,
what
man.
music was music to me,
Hey,
man.
for real though.
No, for sure, man.
Yes.
But like you said, when you look at it, it takes a brilliant mind to create a beat
does.
in somebody that can rap to it. Like rapping itself
Yeah.
is so hard. I've tried it. I can't do it. So I give rappers a lot of credit, those that can, even if you don't write your rhyme, but for you to be able to articulate and put it together
Right, slow it down.
to make the people love
rock
you.
with it.
Yeah.
Like watching Jay-Z do it, obviously that's something, he's a different animal.
Yeah.
But you see like the Tupacs of the world that just
Man.
he went in the studio when he got out and did the whole album.
Oh,
Come on,
Man,
bro. That's
back-to-back songs.
that's
Great.
unbelievable. Like that's talent and the brain cells that it takes to be able to create that. Like even when listening to your music, you guys can articulate and put that together and make it sound
picture.
where people is just
yeah.
they vibe with you. Rap is hard. Rap
Rap
is
is.
hard.
I
I
agree.
think rap is underrated.
Man.
I mean, let alone now if somebody can sing and you can put it together. I ain't gonna say that that's easy either, but I think rapping's a little bit harder because it's when you do karaoke and you try to keep up with the rap words, it's extremely hard.
I agree.
We've done it
you
multiple
know.
times.
Yeah, unless you really know it. Like, you're right.
It still be
Yeah.
a struggle. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how Twister rap that fast.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Twisted.
And then-
He just be breaking up syllables.
and he's really saying words.
Yeah, but he breaking
I'm
it up
like, what the
double,
heck?
yeah.
Or you see Nas rapping a story backwards.
Yeah, that was genius. Man.
Come on, man. That kind of stuff is underrated.
Yeah, that
or
was
the
crazy.
storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Eight ball. Like
Yeah,
you just, like
Eight
it
Ball
said,
and JT.
right? That's what I'm saying. It's like
Scarface,
right,
man.
Scarface, the storytelling, man.
Hey, I don't mean to transition us.
No, you're
anywhere,
good.
but
You're good.
You guys got a top 5 rappers all time?
Ooh,
You gonna do that?
come on, RK.
I mean,
Come on, RK.
Oh man,
Top 5 of all time.
top 5 of all
and
time.
your list is, only Pac can judge us. So
yeah.
your list is your list.
Only Pac and judges.
Only Pac can judge you.
I'm gonna start with
And no order. You ain't got no order. Just throw 5 out there.
I gotta start with 40, man.
40 water in the click.
because
40?
I come from the beginning of it, man. Mr.
40?
Flamboyant and all that.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
let's
sir.
slide, let's side.
Yeah.
And all that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So I come back
Go
from the
kart,
beginning. So
look,
40
that
from
boy
the
said-
beginning of it.
I'll take a shopping cart and turn it into a go-kart. Oh, he wasn't.
Oh man.
Man, he made big dudes look good too.
Hey, he
man.
did.
I'm a fan of
That
big
was before,
dudes.
that was
that make
before
big dudes.
Rick Ross and DJ Khaled.
And before
Hey.
Biggie.
Yeah, before Biggie.
Yeah. Go ahead, RK. I didn't mean to cut you
I got
off.
40. I got Pac in my top 5, man. I got Biggie up there for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Biggie was cold
Biggie
blooded.
was cold, man. Nas is in my top 5, man.
Nas is cold blooded.
And you know what? I'm gonna do this, man. I love Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is my number 5 because he's just Snoop Dogg, right?
Snoop.
But I gotta have an honorable mention, man, just for his talent and skill is Raz Kaz, man.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a
He's
good
a cold
one. Ooh,
lyricist that
that's
doesn't
a
get a
good
lot of
one.
shine, man.
What you got? What you got? What you got?
See me, dang! Look, this is the conversation that we had in the shop. For me, Pac was there, Biggie was there. This is crazy. This is my list. Only Pac can judge me.
Uh-huh.
Eminem was there.
Okay.
Eminem was there.
Definitely dope. Yeah.
Dope.
Wayne is there.
Wayne is dope.
Oh, Wayne. Yeah.
And then
Weezy
this is
Don't
another
forget
one.
the baby.
This is another one. Right. Look. Oh, he's cold.
Right.
He's got a catalog.
Right.
Wow.
We was just talking about in the shop who we think could do verses with Wayne, and I think the only one that can do verses with him is Drake, whose catalog is that long.
Drake is-
but
yeah, he's
Drake's not in my top.
Here's
Drake's
another
not.
one.
But in mine,
Yeah.
this is my list, and
Right.
only Pac can judge me. T.I. was cold to me, bro.
Oh,
T.I. was
T.I. was cold.
Rubber
So I had-
band,
I had- I had
man.
T.I.
Yeah.
I had T.I.
No, T.I. was dope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if I'm
he was-
gonna give you my top five.
Give me
in
the five.
Order. Jigga Man, he just
yeah.
has done some
Okay.
stuff
Yeah.
that I grew up with him.
I
96, man. He came out with Reasonable Doubts, and that
Reasonable
just
Doubt.
took it to a
Massive.
different place, man. Pac has always been influential in the movement of just single mothers and speaking up for our people. Biggie he's a big guy. I'm a big guy. He made it look smooth. He had Faith Evans.
Look, he did.
Oh my
Look.
gosh.
Yeah,
he had
he did
Faith, and
make-
he was just his storytelling was amazing.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go Nas, bro, because Nas is just
Cold.
Man.
he could do it all. And then I was a big fan. People could say whatever, but DMX was so dope
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
Man. DMX was so dope,
Man,
man.
he was
Yeah.
dope.
When he did
Yeah.
the song, he did the song with the girls with the
they really
oh
wanted.
my
Oh, man.
goodness.
Keisha, Nanda, Sonya.
Right. And then he like
And even 2 times it was Keisha and Nanda.
right. Or hey, let's take it a step further. Let's go with your top 5 groups of all time.
man.
Rap
Just groups.
Rap groups.
Oh man, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's real tough because I don't really got too many rap groups. I wasn't a grouper when I was
I,
rapping.
let me give you mine. Outkast was
Oh,
dope.
Outkast was cold.
The Locks were dope. Jada Kiss and Styles. 8-Ball MJG was dope.
What was Cameron now? Dipset?
Dipset was dope too. But I liked the whole movement with Cash Money Millionaires, man. They just brought a whole different
they were hot. Which ones? The new ones or the old
The
ones?
old ones was
The 99 2000s?
Yeah, with Shock the Soccer and
Silk-
all them
yeah,
guys.
Silk-
man.
talking about No
Oh, no,
Limit.
that's No
No
Limit
Limit,
too.
yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
when
99 2000 was,
Weezy was a little kid.
Yeah, that's not
And
yeah,
Juvenile,
Hot Boys.
Juvenile
Hot
and them
Boys.
guys, they
Hot
were
Boys,
so
yeah.
filthy, man. And my fifth
Cash
one,
Money
man.
taking over for the 99.
Who'd I go with my fifth one, man? I gotta go Death Row. Just as
I'll say-
Daz and Corrupt.
Yeah,
Daz
Dog
get the
Pound.
Dog Pound.
Yeah,
Daz,
DPG.
those are some of my favorites.
Yeah.
Daz and Corrupt were so dope,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, they were my
They
top
were
5.
so
too.
DPG,
dope,
yeah,
man. Oh man, the dog food. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh, that album was just
And Daz is just a beast, man. He's another producer, underrated.
Yes,
man.
yes, he
Did
is.
a lot of work, put in a lot of work.
Yes,
Deserve
he
all the
is.
Flowers too.
for sure.
I guess in my top 5, man, I got the Dog Pound for
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? I gotta go. Man. You know, back in the day, man, I'm gonna go 99, 93, 92, and go. Actually 93, 94, 95, and go Bone Thugs.
Bone
It was,
Thugs.
I mean, they didn't do good on their verses, but back in the day,
Yeah.
first of the month,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Oh, they kept us engaged.
Yeah,
For
right,
real, for
right,
real.
for sure.
And then, gotta go to Hot Boys, man.
Hot Boys.
That was
Hot
They-
Boys,
their
yeah.
movement was so unbelievable,
Hot
man.
Boys,
Yeah.
Hot Boys, man. And
Rakim?
was that?
You know Eric B. and Rakim?
Oh yeah, Eric B and Rakim. Well, Eric B was like his own thing though, and Rakim was like his own thing. But I give him an honorable mention. But I say EPMD, man.
EPMD was
That's
dope.
one of my top groups.
Eric
you know what
Sermon and
I'm
I'm
saying?
Pierce
'Cause
Smith.
The crossover, man. When I heard that, it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Kick the crossover, and y'all go kill. Yeah, y'all go.
We ain't gonna kill you. Only Pac can judge you.
Hey, crisscross.
Yeah. Hey, that's what you grew up in.
Yeah,
Right.
that was
Because I almost said ABC, another
Right.
bad creation at the playground. You know? Yeah.
What? So me, I y'all named all everything, and I was like, hey, for me,
Yeah.
What was Tips? Was Tip in the group too? Was Tip with?
He had his label Grand Hustle.
Yeah. Oh, so Garen Hustle, yeah. But I'm like, man.
Yeah, he was really his own entity. He was
my when I was really rocking.
Yeah.
Like it was Wayne, Eminem, or it was Tip.
He put out
for
Young
me.
Dro too. Young
Yeah.
Dro.
And when he
I'll
had
be
that,
honest with you, the other one
when we
from
graduated
Atlanta
was that
underrated.
Bring 'Em Out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the other thing too that's underrated was Ludacris underrated.
Ludacris was.
Ludacris dope.
Yeah.
Ludacris is dope. He lyrically he was his stuff was on point, man. And that's what I said. There are a lot of rappers out here, a lot of rappers that just don't get the credit because either you weren't mainstream enough or you just didn't have the right people pushing you. Because honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I never heard about Mac Dre really until he died, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't.
I was like, who is this guy that's so famous that where was he at? Where did he come from?
Yeah.
You know,
he was around for a while. Like I know about him.
No, Mac Dre been around since like the beginning.
Like 90, like 90, whatever.
Yeah, like I mean, really, like
Seriously,
89, 90.
His stuff was filthy.
But
though.
he did all them years locked up.
Oh, he was locked up.
He was locked up for like 10 plus.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
like
like
10 years.
X-rated.
So he got out around 2000, 2001, or 2002. I remember because I was in SAC. I remember when he came home.
Yeah.
And he was all through SAC. You know what I'm saying? And
He's
he's
not
like that
lying.
root beer brown cougar,
He's not
man.
lying,
Come on.
look.
For
Hey, he's
real?
not lying.
Yeah,
Seriously, for real though. Real talk. 'Cause
I'm not gonna lie,
Romper
his
Room and all them
stuff-
guys.
his-
Shout out all them guys in Romper Room and all that.
Hey, his stuff was
seriously,
Yeah,
like right? No, he's
yeah.
not lying because I was remembering all of them.
Mac Dre was
Before
dope,
he-
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
His
When
whole movement.
When he started this,
Yeah.
oh
His
my,
whole
that
movement,
brought
like-
a whole new movement
Yeah.
to
It's
It's like
thing,
this,
yeah.
that.
Agreed.
A lot of guys from SAC was a part of that run and a part of building all them songs up and all them ideas, man.
Hey, you ain't
He was
lying,
working
'cause-
with a lot of guys from SAC during that time.
That's
He's not
man.
lying because when I went to Sac City, and they used to just bump it all through there. Like I mean, even when we was having house parties, like was dumping was right. It wasn't no East Coast. It was just like all Bay Area.
Oh, no, yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
all this, and it was like
It wasn't no East
I ain't gonna
Coast
lie.
stuff.
I
It was
came
all
back.
West Coast.
I came back in my DJ. I think DJ might have been like 3 years old, and this is when they did the little tap on the ground with the heel, do the little spin.
Yeah.
I was having.
Turf
And then look, I'm
dances,
like,
man.
bro,
This
this is when this might have been maybe like 05 or 06. This is before you had passed. Like I came home and DJ was like really just getting down. I'm like, boy, look, because I was out there just killing it when I was out there.
People was really getting out the cars and letting their car. What was that movement called?
Ghost
Riding the Whip.
Yeah, shout
Dog,
out
they
to
were
Trey
they were
Trey
really,
Diggs, yup.
really getting out the car and the car was spinning and they was dancing with it.
Yeah,
That's a real
With
thing,
the Chevy,
man.
Chevy van.
Yeah, that movement on the West Coast really
that was
shook.
serious,
It
man.
shook up everything because they was coming.
Yeah,
They was coming.
He was coming. That whole movement was coming.
Mac
He's not lying.
Dre was dope, man. He was dope. And you play his music right now. Anytime you have a party, you gotta play. You gotta play.
That's all you gotta play. That's all you gotta look
Right.
And they're like, hey.
Yeah.
Mac Dre was producing a lot of stuff himself.
Oh, was he?
Man, yeah, Mac Dre was cold cat.
That's
man.
dope, man.
Okay.
I just love when the talent can come to fruition and see it. Like you said, Snoop Dogg, it's hard to leave him out.
Yeah.
We grew up with him.
Yeah.
We grew
Top
up with
of the
him.
game still,
we grew up
man.
with him with Dr. Dre,
Snoop, yeah.
and now he owns Death Row.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What was his other name? Snoop Lion. I'm like, yeah, Snoop Lion. I'm like,
He was even dope to me when he was with Master P for the little album, man.
He did his
but
thing.
the
Dogfather
Dogfather was dope. Snoop is always, and then when him and Dre get back to collab,
They
it's
said they're
over.
working together now, so we got to see what's coming. But they working, man.
Yeah, man. I'm
he
just
getting
saying.
old though.
Yeah.
He getting old.
Yeah, but
he gotta be at least. He got to be at least almost so close to 60.
Well, he's definitely in his 50s,
Good 55.
but as long as your mind is good,
Right.
you literally
agree.
can still do it. You can rap to whenever.
Man, I just seen him when he came out here to Tacoma, man, not too long ago, man. He was up there getting down. He went through all them hits, man. They still make you feel the same way.
Yeah. But that's the same thing with Jay-Z, though, bro. He don't gotta do nothing new. If he does his first 3 albums, the people go crazy. It's just like even with Beyonce, like seeing her performance is what mesmerizes you because the heels, the small outfits. How are you even able to move after having children and be able to do all that? It's unbelievable.
She got an alter ego that she turned into.
Yeah, something.
It's like she's like, I just turned into her and would just get groovy.
Yeah.
Hey, but I gotta say, man, the best performance that I've ever seen, man, was DMX, man.
Yeah, he's cold.
Did you see him when they came to the Tacoma Dome?
No, I was in SAC at the time. man.
To give us that experience.
Oh man, it was. I mean, the experience. Man, this guy really came out there, man. Took off his. He was out there with no shirt on, man. Him by himself, no hype, man.
Right.
Him and the DJ.
was
song
just-
for song and rocked the whole building.
that's-
man.
that's
20, 30 minutes.
Man.
Like,
That's who he
back
was.
to back.
This is the
That's
Cash
what
Money,
Yeah.
the Cash Money, Rough Riders tour, man. Back in the day,
Man.
it was a big deal, man. And
That's the one that they did the documentary on.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, you went to
Yes.
because Jay-Z
Yeah.
said he used to have to come out after him,
Yeah.
and then he just starts. He's doing the growling. He's like,
Yeah.
man, how do you? I gotta bring it because that dude's performance is
he's gonna close. He's
right,
a closer.
right.
He's
It's
a closer,
unbelievable.
Man. And then he breaks it. And then he stops at mid show, goes into his prayer, man. The whole place is lighting lighters. They right there with him, man. And then he come back with it and just kill. Man, this guy.
Yeah, damn,
God
rest in
rest,
peace.
you know,
Man.
his soul, man. He was a beast.
Yeah, he was.
Jeez.
Man.
He was serious.
Because
He
when
was
you
a
saw him,
He did two. Wait, he's the only person that gave Jay-Z that run for his money, man. Because he dropped 2 #1 albums in the same year.
yeah.
Come on, man. Who has done that?
That's why I said he's one of my favorite dog.
He was cold. He was.
And then I liked him because he just turned into an actor, and I liked his acting too because he was on when he played King David on Tomorrow Never Dies. Man,
Is that the one with Aaliyah?
no, that was the role where he had the girl that was hooked on drugs and like they was listening to the tapes. David Arquette was listening to his tapes and he was trying to find out what happened to him. That is cold. Never Die Alone.
Atlanta Lee was
Never
that.
Die-
Never Die Alone.
That was a Leah one.
No, Never Die Alone is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a Leah one. That's the one you're talking about.
No, it's not.
With the Asian dude?
No. David Arquette that's a different one.
Yeah, the one with the Asian.
You're
dude
talking
with
about
Aaliyah.
that's
Aaliyah, yeah,
called,
that's
you're
called
talking
Never
about Jet
Die.
Li.
Yeah, that's
That's a
yeah,
different
yeah.
movie. I can't remember what that's called, man.
it's something with Die in there too.
No, it's not Never Die Alone. This one is completely different. You can look that up though. With that one. But yeah, man, it's just I know we got a little bit off subject, y'all, but we're speaking about rap and whatnot. It's just truly amazing, man. And like I said, I'm a big fan of the talent and with people being able to put it together. I mean, and just like I'll go to another genre. How hard is it to be a comedian?
That's tough. I think for me, comedian, I think it's in you. I think you was a clowner when you was in school.
Yeah.
Because I've known some, I know some local comedians, and I'm like, bruh, like you were a clowner when you was like, you know how you had to have ranks? Like I thought I was a solid ranker. I thought I was a great one. I thought if you said something, I was quick to come back and like, oh yeah, what, whoa.
Yeah.
I was solid. I wasn't funny. I wasn't like, I had a class laughing. I was just an entertaining kid. Everybody kind of flocked to me. So that's why I got the crowd, like, or the classroom and attention. But as far as like joking, like there's just jokers. You're like, bro, I don't want to clown against him. I don't want to say nothing to him because he gonna keep going. Like
So I was
fire. Like
I was that guy.
You was a clowner?
I was the one that when we ranked, people would feel bad and want to. They didn't know how to feel.
I wasn't a ranker.
because I didn't stop.
wasn't
And like
a
I said,
ranker.
I've always been a big guy, so you can use whatever fat joke. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come at you in every single
I would
way,
have a few.
and that is just destroying people. Like Dave, relax. Like, so I just look at a comedy. I think I can do it for maybe 15 minutes because I think
15 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
think
got a solid-
I can do
15
it.
You gonna do open mic?
No, I'm saying I could.
It's a long
if
time.
if I needed to. I'm not afraid of the mic, and I have enough stuff that will make people laugh. Like even just when our regular conversations, when I get into it, you guys are cracking up. So I'm just saying I can do it where it's nonstop. That stuff that they're doing for an hour and a half, I can't do that. That's talent.
I think 15 minutes is tough.
15 minutes?
Really?
That's long.
I think
Bro,
15
you
minutes
think,
is easy.
No, you think it's short.
I think that's easy.
Go time yourself with 15. 15 minutes is a long time.
I think I
bro.
got enough stuff that I can talk about for 15 minutes that will keep people entertained. But that ain't really my thing.
Yeah.
But I can carry a conversation where I can make people feel it in the fact of
We
with
gotta
the
go to
laughter.
open mic, man. See, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
15 minutes is a long time, bro.
Hey,
You
trust
really-
me, I'm big enough. My barrel to big enough to do it. I'm that thorough.
Okay, we'll see.
No, but I just commend talent.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When people are like, even with you cutting hair, dog, I'm watching you sometimes. I'm like, man, how is he getting this so precise? Because you see the beginning touches, and it's like, man, that's a bowl cut. What is he doing right now? And then you look 10 minutes later, it is all faded and dipped in. It's crazy. Or even
Got hands,
even with you of
yeah.
listening to your music or with you putting beats and putting those different things together, it's like, bro, that takes time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's talent, and people think that stuff is easy,
it's not.
but that stuff is hard. Just like,
They say a professional can make something look easy. You can go do it and tear it up big time.
man, shoot, I couldn't. You give me some clippers, I'm gonna tear somebody's
Any,
head up.
like, right.
I'ma tear
You
somebody-
make it look-
tear
if you're a
somebody's
professional at it, if you're not done 1,000 hours on it, you good.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like with me, like as far as basketball, there's not a lot of stuff people can tell me about basketball.
If you done,
I mean, you
1,000 hours.
can still learn, but like
Right.
I get it. I understand the game. You know what I'm saying? I understand how to make people better. I understand what teamwork takes. You know,
Yeah.
I can speak to that. Just like, or even public speaking. I'm not, because of growing up in church and we had to do speeches in front of a packed church. It's 5 years old, and you have to remember your speech so you can get some money. I'm just saying the church.
he ain't lying.
The
That's
church
how you
made
was.
that happen. Rest in peace, Bishop Hicks.
Yeah.
Is that when we had those programs, as you get older, the longer speech you have.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids that couldn't remember theirs, and people is reading from the other page and giving you what to say. But one thing that I took face on is I wanted to make sure I got my speech right, regardless of how long it was, and would never been afraid to look a person in the eye either, because my mom raised me that way. You look a man in the eye to let him know that your seriousness and that you're locked in, and then you ain't looking down, and nobody can't look down on you. So it's just some things are just embedded in me. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes.
Yeah, that's solid. Oh, just to take it back. Thank you, Saya. The name of that movie was Romeo Must Die.
Romeo Must Die.
I know there was a die in there.
Right,
I'm like, so when I heard the die, I'm like, I know there was a die in there.
For sure. We gonna dedicate this part. I know we had some other topics that we was gonna touch base on, but we're gonna dedicate this part to us, our podcast. Only Podcast Judgment. You gentlemen have been amazing in our journey thus far.
That's what's up.
And the fact of working together and the countless times and getting things together and making sure that we present to the people based off our opinion, and then other things factual, just based off of a perspective that we have. So we're going to dedicate this part to the Only Pod Can Judge Me cast, and the fact of just saying thank you for all the hard work and dedication and seeing the vision. Like, you guys expound on that if y'all don't mind.
Oh man, I just appreciate you guys, for the commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it is a commitment. You know what I'm saying? And the contributions and the commitment that it takes to make this whole thing happen, man. So, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, man.
For sure.
And
Respect.
I like all we can do is echo, because we are the personalities that we have. That's what makes this podcast seem so effortless. Like we were talking about with cutting hair or with our profession, we make those things look so easy because it's something that we like. It's just embedded in us, and that's the same personality I think all of us carry, which makes this production seem like it's so effortless and so easy, because we all carry that same heart. And I'm gonna echo the same thing. Like, I appreciate y'all, like you say, the countless hours that we send the messages and let you know, oh, this is what is going on, and for us to study on things and just making it look easy. And it's not easy. You can't just throw anything out there and people follow or people keep doing it. But I appreciate you guys as man, just like brothers, And
No, for sure.
there's love here with me. Only Pod Can Judge Me. So
Yeah, and we appreciate, like I said, our behind the scenes, what we call Saya. What's the name for her arcade? I know we
She
got.
got her own name. What do you
What
say?
what are you saying?
Executive producer.
Executive producer. Saya Blakey. Come on, clap it up.
Come on,
Saya Blakey. She celebrated her birthday last
she
week.
did.
We
Yeah,
huge
happy
shout out.
birthday.
And
Happy
honestly,
birthday.
everybody that locally in Washington that knows Saya knows that she
heart
is
that
the
she
number
has.
one sweetheart.
heart that she
And
has.
as we go, she goes with this as well. We are a team. There's no big I's or little U's, and we all in this together. Everybody has a part to play, and we're going to continue to make this happen and take this to the next level.
And not only that, the viewers that are out there, who people been rocking with us from day one, man. We appreciate y'all. Continue to subscribe, continue to share. I'm gonna tell y'all, smash the like button, smash the share button, smash the subscribe button, man. Send it to your friends.
No, that's
we
real.
out here.
That's real. You guys ready for this favorite
Man,
part?
this day, look,
Rapid
rabbit,
Rapid fire, baby.
Man.
Here we go. If one of you guys answer first the first time, the second one answer the second time.
Now
We're
we
gonna
go.
in that
Now
order.
we
Y'all
working.
ready?
We
Here we
working.
go. Velour sweatsuits, because they're coming back,
They are.
or cotton sweatsuits.
I'm gonna go to cotton.
I'm gonna go velour. I remember Cat used to be pimping on my block,
Yeah.
man. Shout out Sean, rest in peace, man.
And I'm gonna go cotton because them Nike joints is comfortable. I got a few of them. They are
And expensive.
They are expensive.
Expensive.
Top and bottom, $200. Like,
Right,
dang.
right. That part. Cancun or the Bahamas?
I'm gonna go. Hey, Cancun in the middle. I'm gonna go Bahamas. Look,
go Bahamas?
I ain't been. I ain't
Okay.
been. I've been to Mexico.
And I ain't been to Cancun, so
Yeah,
I've
I'm
been
gonna
to
go to.
Bahamas.
I'm going to Bahamas.
So which one you saying?
My next stop is Cancun because I already been to the Bahamas.
Got you.
Bahamas.
Polo or Tommy Hilfiger?
Polo.
The OJs or the Isley brothers?
Ooh, Isley's. I'm gonna go Isley's.
I don't
for me.
know which order we going in,
I'm
but
gonna
Isley.
go. We look.
Yeah, you supposed to take-
We both.
you supposed to
We
take-
both doing it. Hey, this has been the same. It's been
New Jack City or South Central?
New Jack.
Oh, New Jack City, yeah.
Okay.
New Jack.
MVP Derrick Rose or MVP James Harden?
James Harden, MVP James Harden for me.
I'm gonna go MVP Derrick Rose. Derrick was an animal.
That's ooh.
I was an animal.
Yeah, he was cold.
He was
Before
cold.
he got injured.
They was both cold. MVP years. That's a tough one.
He was cold.
A-Rod or Derek Jeter?
I'm gonna go Ken Griffey.
He's not in the question. He's not in the question. A-Rod or Derek Jeter?
I'm gonna go A-Rod. A-Rod's the animal. I'm gonna go A-Rod. Jeter had a long run, but I'm gonna go A-Rod.
Yeah, New Yorkers, they probably chime in on this and they have their own feelings, but I'll go A-Rod just because I know A-Rod's.
And he was a hometowner.
Yeah, Jeter's like, he's the captain and everybody was.
He was a beast, though.
Captain
He
Tom.
was.
He
But
was
I don't
a
know really.
beast.
I know he was a beast. He was solid. He was consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
That's what
A-Rod
he showed
was
up. He was
He had a lot of
power.
women, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeter was getting it in. Shout out Jeter. I changed it to Jeter.
A-Rod ain't too far behind
No,
him.
you're right. You're right.
A-Rod's had a few
You're right.
too. Look, A-Rod's had a bundle. He had a bundle. Look, he's had a few.
J-Lo had A-Rod.
Right.
Right.
Barkley or
Still got him.
Malone?
I'm gonna go Barkley.
Barkley.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ewing or David Robinson?
I'm gonna go David. I'm going Admiral.
Admiral? I'm
for
going,
sure.
I'm going, Ewing.
Ewing is overrated.
You think so?
Yes. What you going
Denny's
at?
or Sizzler?
I'm gonna go with scissors for the
Bread.
the salad, the bread, and the wing. They had limitless wings. Look, I'm gonna go.
The salad bar?
The salad bar
You
wasn't
know the
offered.
salad bar?
Hey, but they had salad breadsticks on that baby. Look,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, the soup's well solid. Look, I'm gonna go Sizzler.
All right, we're going shoes. The Bo Jacksons or the Deion Sanders?
Ooh,
Dion's.
I'm gonna go to Bowls though.
They were both.
They were both filthy. They were.
Woo.
I was just watching that Nike document or the Air.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at like, bruh, just remember how many shoes this
Yes.
back then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Bo Jackson had the Hirachis, the
Yeah,
high
he-
tops.
Yeah, they was cold.
And Deion
Yeah.
had the
But I remember
with
when the Dion's from San Francisco, man, with the gold foil on the side.
right,
man.
and they had the black, white, and red. I had a pair of those. And I thought I was
I did-
filthy.
You were filthy. You had those on.
You had money, like,
Yeah, for real. Bo Jackson. Oh, I did that one. Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise? Better actor.
Tom
Hanks.
Cruise.
Ooh.
Tom Hanks got more in his category.
Tom Cruise. I'm gonna go Tom Cruise.
I like Tom Cruise too. The Mission Impossible.
Mission.
solid.
I was following. I was
Forrest
gonna
Gump
go.
is like an all time. Big is an all
Was
time.
Tom Hanks in
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Postman?
But Tom Cruise, all the Mission Impossibles.
All the Mission Impossible, but Forrest Gump though.
Was Tom Hanks in?
Top Gun.
What about Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah.
Was Tom Cruise in what movie did or the Postman?
Who?
The Postman.
I don't know what that
It's
is.
Kevin Costner.
Oh, that is Kevin Costner. That's
Yeah.
Kevin Costner. That is Kevin. You know, I thought I'm like, bro. I'm
Right.
like,
Tom Hanks.
Strictly Business.
Strictly business.
A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
He got a catalog.
Yeah.
Wasn't Tom Hanks in Philadelphia?
He was.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was for sure.
Tom Hanks is cold.
Yeah, Tom Hanks is
Get the
cold.
ball.
Forrest Gump though.
Holding.
Forrest
Oh,
Gump.
yeah.
So
Yeah, Castaway.
Castaway.
top orders of the holidays that are most important rated by the people.
I'm gonna go Juneteenth
No.
right now.
You got a five. You got a five. You pick your five. I'm gonna tell you what the order they're in. Give me your five. The 5 top holidays on Earth.
So
Right
on the
now,
world.
well,
you,
my-
want
my-
us, you want us to give our rating of it?
I want you to give me yours, and I'm gonna give you what it says. What Google says.
Oh, okay.
But what's your order? Most celebrated or top holidays? You want to go first, okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, you 5.
5. In order, 1 through 5.
Christmas, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Christmas, 4th of July.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got Memorial Day.
Okay.
Man, I don't know about it. Arbor Day? No, I'm just playing. What's after that? You got Martin Luther King
Okay.
and what else is there? And Halloween.
Okay.
No, hold on.
Bruh.
I forgot Labor Day. Yeah, well, I'll stick to those.
Okay.
Stick with those.
What about you?
I'm gonna go if on a list. I think this is the top 5.
Okay.
I think Christmas is on there.
Okay.
I think Thanksgiving is on there.
Oh, Thanksgiving. I forgot about
I think Independence Day should be on there. I'm gonna go with 4th of July. It should be on there.
Okay.
That's not the
I
same
want to
day.
say 4th of July and Independence Day.
Same thing.
Yeah, same day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go my birthday, and then I'm gonna go. I want to say New Year's is on there, but New Year's ain't celebrated like. No, I'm gonna say New Year's. I'm gonna put New Year's on there,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna probably put Mother's Day. Like I'm gonna put Mother's Day on there. Like, I don't want to put it. Valentine's Day.
Mother's Day is
Valentine's Day is what I want to put on there, but I'm gonna put
Valentine's
Mother's Day.
Day,
I
okay.
want to put Valentine's Day, but I'm gonna put Mother's.
I'm gonna give you the order from 1 to 5. You ready?
Go
Can
ahead.
I redo my list?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. Number 1 is Christmas.
Of course.
Number 2 is Easter.
Easter.
Did I say Easter?
No.
I didn't say- I said
Nobody
Valentine's.
said-
Number 3 is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Number 4 is the 4th of July.
Uh-huh.
Number 5 is New Year's Eve.
I just didn't have. I had it, but I just didn't have.
No, New Year's Eve.
Come on, bro. That's New Year's, bro. You know.
It don't say New Year's.
New Year's is New Year's Eve.
They anticipate the celebration
all know.
to get to 12 o'clock, and when the 12 o'clock hits, it's over.
We all know
The
New Year's.
right, the
We all know
anticipation.
New Year's is New Year's Eve. We all know that.
But we, as black folk, got Juneteenth.
yeah, right.
Memorial Day, which we started.
Memorial Day.
My birthday
Your
is
birthday.
national
Look,
holiday.
my birthday is the one with the soccer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, this has been fun, you guys. We thank you guys for another opportunity of listening in here to Only Pod Can Judge Us, man. I want to leave you guys with this thought. Be all you can be.
The army.
Not in the army, just in life. But be all you can be. Challenge yourself and encourage someone else. What you got, Dwayne?
I just watched the movie like we were just speaking on. I just watched the movie Air, and we know like I want to be like Mike, right? But not only Nike had a slogan of just do it, and mine's is that's what I'm gonna say to individuals: just do it. I'm glad that you had what'd you say? Be all you can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slogan. But mine was just do it. Like anything that you put your mind to it, don't let no one hesitate to tell you not that you can't do it, that is not obtainable. Yeah. I'm a firm believer. I think I just read something in the bathroom. It was Mark. Jeez, man, it was just a scripture on the thing that had something about faith and just believing. Just do it. Just do it. You want to do it? Just do it.
R to the K?
Just coming off the dome, man, I'll just go back to the Jordan quote, or I don't know if it was Jordan, it could be somebody else. I think I heard it attributed to Wayne Gretzky, but everybody done said it. But you miss over 100% of the shots you don't take.
Agree. That's good.
So take the shot, you know what I mean?
Shoot your shot.
And like they say inside Hustle and Flow, everybody needs a dream. So go for it, man.
Hey, dream big.
It's hard out here.
Yeah, no,
For
sure.
What about favorites?
Hey, love and respect to everybody.
Yes.
And we like to say it on the count of 3.
Hey, no. Before we do it, like I said, I like to wear anybody. Hey, look, I do this. This is my segment. Look, my little piece.
Do your
Look,
thing.
I like to shout out people whoever has any apparel. I like to wear somebody's apparel every week. For the last 9 episodes, I think I've worn someone's apparel. We got that. What was this? God is dope. God is dope. Big shout out to people who are wearing those. But if you got any apparel, drop it in the line. I like to support local businesses, any black owned, anybody, any business. I like to support y'all. But blessings, yeah.
And just give you a shout out, man. We got the crossover coming up.
Yeah.
So, just want to make sure everybody's aware that, the crossover is coming up. What are the dates?
Man, it starts July, 8th and 9th? And it's going to be a show. More than just a show, it's going to be a movie. Yeah. And guess what? The thing is, you don't have to act in it. You could just come watch, and it's free. People of all ages. So like I said, it's a big deal. It's very near and dear to my heart. I have the privilege of being able to run it for Jamal, and we want everybody that can to come out there to SPU on those Saturdays and Sundays that they can to come watch some good basketball from all ages, from the kids all the way to the pros. Love and respect. We out, y'all. Only Pac and what?
Only Pac can judge me.
Peace.
Salute.